Giants fans, football fans, welcome back to this week's edition of the Giant Man Cave. Uh, got my boy Hit Squad Productions with us today, and of course, Big Pat Sports Talk. Who's gonna talk his talk, no matter what you
Hey,
thought. And Joe is having some medical issues, as you all know. He's about 89, uh, so he ain't. No, no, I'm just messing with. No, Joe took a personal day. Uh, but he'll be back with us next week and probably tomorrow at the True Big Blue podcast. But what's going on, Hit Squad?
hey, man. Thank you for having me on. I'm really excited. These are some really good episodes, and I think that the people in the chat they're gonna really enjoy this one, man. So I'm excited. I'm feeling good, living life. How y'all feeling today, man?
I'm actually feeling pretty damn good. Just waiting for tomorrow, the rest of the USFL draft. See if our four players get drafted tomorrow. They weren't eligible to get drafted today because they were doing edge rushers and quarterbacks. But we got two receivers, a tight end, and a running back, so they'll be eligible for tomorrow's draft.
What's up, Nemo?
That's awesome.
And hopefully, they get picked up, man, and hopefully I'll be able to get a couple of interviews with the guys so y'all can actually talk to pro players.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I hope that they can at least get into the league. Once they're
Taj in the
closer to their
building.
dream. What's going on, Taj?
Mm, God dang heartburn. But I had a question that was posed to me by a viewer, and I'm gonna read it. He asked me specifically to bring it up on the live stream because he wanted to hear all of our opinions on it. So
I need y'all.
what'd you say?
I was going to say, I'm going to need y'all to start asking me questions too.
Oh, I thought you was
Yeah.
about to say, help me, Jaru. Can't make any sense of this. Somebody find Jaru. Oh shit. All right. The question is, man, I didn't realize he commented that much. Okay. I got a favor to ask. There's a question I've been dying to ask, but I've been waiting to catch y'all live because I want to hear all your opinions about it. I was wondering if you'd be willing to bring it up in one of the live streams for me. And he says, I say one question, but really it would open the door to a couple others I have. Hypothetically, if the four Super Bowl winning Giants teams met each other in the Super Bowl, which team would win? No, which team would beat who and why?
Mm. I feel like for me it's a little difficult because I'm like the youngest one here. I've seen two, but I haven't seen any in the 80s or 90s. But
Well, this is the era of technology. You could go back and
exactly,
watch
yeah,
those.
which
You-
I
you-
have,
you-
which I
you-
have. But living through those times, it's like I could only imagine it'd be more intensified watching LT. Instead of seeing it on a highlight. I wish I could have, man. But um, I think the '86 team could beat the 2011 team with no problem.
No
If I'm being
problem.
honest.
No
Um,
problem.
I think the '07 team though could beat the '90s team. I think that would be a
Yep.
close one, but I think that they could take that team. But y'all would know more than me, so I really want to hear what you and Pat got to say because you guys got
Did
the
you say the
experience.
'07 could beat the '90s team?
I did.
The 07 team could beat the 90s team because remember, Jeff Hostetler was the quarterback. And that defensive line for the 07 team was probably the best defensive line we had out of all the Super Bowl teams. Now, that 07 team will beat the 11 team and the 91 team for sure. But I think they would get crushed by the 86 team. Reason why? Because LT was in his prime. And that linebacker core we had with the 86 team with our defensive line was pretty stout. And Phil Simms, even though he wasn't the greatest, he was just like Eli. He was clutch when it came to winning in the playoffs. And I think that 86 team would have outlasted the '07 defense. I think that would probably been like a 20-13 or 17-14 game. It would have been close. But if there was a blowout in that game, it would be the 86 team that would have came on top. The 86 team is probably the best Super Bowl team we had. Then I would go '07. Then I would go 91, and then I would go 2011.
What you thinking?
Man. Now, to me, it's between the 2011 offense and the 86 defense.
The 2011 offense was not as good as the 2007 offense.
What? 2011, you had Hakeem Nicks, Victor Cruz, Mario Manningham, Ahmad Bradshaw, Brandon Jacobs, Kevin Boss.
2007. No, Kevin Boss wasn't on that team. It was Jake Ballard.
Yeah,
2007, you had Kevin Boss, Plaxico Burress, Amani Toomer, Steve Smith. You remember Steve Smith was a dog before he got hurt. And you had Bradshaw and Jacobs at the running back. And the offensive line was better.
The line was better.
And Eli was playing better.
You think he played better in 07 than 11? No, I think he had better stats.
He had better stats in 11, but I think he was playing better in 07 because of Plexico Burris and Amani Toomer and Steve Smith. I think those set of receivers are way better than Manningham, Hakeem Nicks, and Victor Cruz. Now, Victor Cruz was a dog. I think he's a little bit better than Steve Smith was in the slot. I think he was more explosive, but Steve Smith was no slouch. He
stood healthy. Oh, Steve Smith was a monster, no doubt.
You know, Plexico was better than Hakeem Nicks, and Toomer was better than Mario Manningham. Toomer is the best receiver,
day of the week,
best Giants receiver by default because he stayed healthy the longest.
Yeah.
I think Kevin Boss is better than Jake Ballard, even though they're the same type talent. The offensive line was better than 07 and then in 11. And you had a younger Brandon Jacobs and Bradshaw in 07. Then you had older Bradshaw and Jacobs in 11.
Mark the Blue Giant was good.
Hold on, Mike. What's going on?
And you know the defense was better in 07 than it was in 11.
Facts. You had Strahan, Tuck, Umanura,
Kiwanuka. You had Jay Alford, Fred Robbins, Kavika Mitchell, Antonio Pierce.
Antonio Pierce was my favorite linebacker in that group.
Yep.
Yeah, solid linebacker, man.
That 07 team.
He's coaching somewhere now, ain't he?
Las Vegas right now with the Raiders.
Yep, he got the linebacker's job with the Raiders.
He's gonna be a hell of a coach.
Yeah,
short temper, very short temper. So they better be on their shit.
That was a good question, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That was a damn good question.
He says you have to remember that the 11-year our run game was trash. Well, Ahmad Bradshaw got the Super Bowl winning touchdown though with a run play. Sat his ass in the end zone too.
I think the 11 team is our worst Super Bowl team. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
No, our worst Super Bowl team was 2000 because we lost that one.
I'm talking about the winning Super Bowl teams, man. It's between that team and a 91 team.
Taj says 1986 team.
86 was the best.
07 was the second.
07 was the second best.
Yeah.
Now that would be a matchup. That would be a good ass matchup. The 86 versus the 07 team.
Yeah, it absolutely would.
I appreciate it, Deception. I know you'll catch it later on. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Hit that thumbs up button before you leave. Man,
that brought back some memories, though. That's a damn good question.
Yeah, it did.
Well, I've always had that discussion inside my head. I never talked about it out loud.
Yeah.
But the 86 team is the best Super Bowl team. And it's a very close second with the 07 team. Reason why I take Eli over.
Damn. You send that picture in the Twitter link?
Let me send it now.
Did you peep the thumbnail hit squad?
I did. I did. I liked how clean it came out. I like your new logo. I like that.
My new logo.
Oh, I guess it's newer from what I've seen. Like you got like your little face on it where it says
Oh,
G
yeah,
Nation.
yeah.
I like that. That's raw. I like that. Nah, but I saw the thumbnail. It was really cool. Joe
That's
looked good. I can't even hold you.
oh, pause.
Yeah,
Shit.
pause. Yeah, yeah. But nah, he says very true, Lou, but during the season it was all on Eli.
Facts. Super Taj says the third was the 2011 Giants, and fourth place 90 Giants, in his opinion. All right.
Yeah, I think
Who
that
else had?
'90s Giants team was fourth. The third had to be the 11. Second was '07. First was '86. But I will say this. Damn man, I can't think of his damn name. Quarterback.
Phil
Fuck.
Sims, Jeff
Yeah, Phil
Hostetler.
Sims. That '86 versus 2007 game will be pretty damn good. I'm
Oh
not gonna
man,
lie to you.
Sims against Manning.
I
Oh,
take Manning over Sims, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking the '86 defense over the '07 defense, but not by a wide margin. And I think that '07's offense was a little bit better than the '86 offense. So I don't know. And then you got a young Brandon Jacobs against that defense. Oh man, Taylor against Jacobs. That's gonna be a show. I've given a major edge to Taylor, but I don't think Jacobs would have backed down from him if they
Oh
met
man,
up.
no, Jacobs wouldn't have backed down, but Taylor would have hurt his ass.
Mm, I don't know. That young Jacobs was a monster.
Yeah, true, but
yeah.
nobody was as LT was. Man, God
You gotta
Almighty,
think
boy.
Brandon Jacobs was 6'4",
Yeah, nah,
255,
big
260,
heavy
running a
back,
4.4.
big heavy back.
Yeah.
He was
Facts.
just as big. He was just as big as Lawrence Taylor.
But he also used to try to dance around a lot too. Sometimes
That
that shit
happened
used
in the
to piss me
2011
off.
season. 2007, he was running straight through people.
Like
I
a
was like, why is
freaking
this big
bull.
ass dude trying to cut and juke? If you don't run somebody over, boy, that shit used to piss me off.
Yeah. First Derrick Henry.
I just be like, man, if your big ass don't run somebody over, you running around here tap dancing and shit.
NYG was good.
What's good, man? What's going on?
Damn it, where is this?
And who knows how many Super Bowls Eli and them could have got if Plexico Burrs never shot himself.
Man,
Yeah,
shit.
And
that's
Steve Smith never got hurt.
On some cheddar bob shit, man.
But we may never would have saw Victor Cruz or Manningham or Hakeem Nicks if they would have stayed healthy and
This motherfucker
Plaxico
cheddar
didn't go to
bobbed
jail.
himself, man.
Right.
How you gonna cheddar bob yourself after you win the Super Bowl?
yep.
You wanna fuck with me? Yeah.
Crazy that Cheddar Bob when he shot himself.
That shit killed me, boy. That movie, when that motherfucker said, fuck with me, yeah. I said, oh shit. This nigga crazy. What's going on here?
What's going on, Tim? Thanks for stopping by, man.
Where is there it is. Shit.
Crazy D said, "Did you guys see the new Giants Life video on Giants YouTube channel? A nice pump up video,
I
pump you
did.
up video. I did not see it.
I did. Honestly, while like I said, I've been saying, I want to wait and see. All that aside, like it definitely felt like a breath of fresh air hearing, Joe Shane talk, especially hearing Brian Dable, man. I mean, likes to be called Dabes now. Um, I mean, I feel like if I was in that room, he would have sold me. I'm not even gonna lie. I really liked, so far at least what they're saying. And we just gotta hope it works, and I think that it could.
There we go. Yeah, son.
Yeah,
Damn.
Steve, he was. That's what I honestly, man, that's what I really liked was that he was out there looking at those offensive linemen, man. He was eyeing them boys. Pause, but he was eyeing them boys.
The boys done figured out. Watch what they say around here. Big Blue Doja in the building. Crazy D. Tim Strachan. NYG22. Mark the Blue Giant. What's going on, fellas?
Thank you for everybody tuning in. Yes, he was called the Tiptoe Burglar. NYG. It used to be fun. I think Deion Sanders gave him that name to be exact. Yeah, I think those hits did start getting to Jacobs. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
2012 is very underrated. Right after the Super Bowl win, the team was very dominant.
Who did we
Yeah.
lose to? Did we make the playoffs 2012? No, we didn't.
Mm-mm.
Everybody
Last
started getting
time
hurt.
after the Super Bowl, we didn't go back to the time with Odell and the boat trip and shit.
Yep.
Yep. It's very true.
Shame was you already read those while I was fixing the thumbnail. Crazy D, I didn't. Let's see my new head coach. Team needs Coach Dabes. Oh my God.
That's what he said. He said, "Call me Dabes."
I think he was being facetious. I
I
ain't
don't
like
know.
them Giants life videos we get him in. He seems like an approachable guy, not a robot.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Giants wide receiver ever? Oh man. Have to be Tuma, then Plax, then Victor Cruz.
Yeah, mine's was Plax, Toomer, and Cruz.
To be honest, I'm gonna go a little different here.
Don't say Ike
I
Elliott.
Nah. I loved Victor Cruz personally. That was, at first the first receiver I genuinely felt a connection to. I
Of
love
course.
Plax. Don't get me wrong, but I loved Victor Cruz. And like to this day, this is where I get to my number one. To this day, it's Odell Beckham, man. I knew that even if we didn't stand a chance going against the other team, that boy was gonna put on a show, and it made me
Alex
very
Rinaldi,
pumped
what's
up to
going on?
watch him, man. Um, yeah, that he's to this day right now my favorite wide receiver.
I can see that. Younger kids are always gonna love Odell Beckham first.
Yeah,
Why is this? I just
I
realized
mean
what I had
that.
in the background.
Oh, the mock draft.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I looking like this? There we go. Much better.
That's a good question, Mark, because I really had to think about that one right there. To be honest,
We made the playoffs? No, that was 2008, Tim. We lost to the Eagles in the playoffs because Plaxico Bird. We were like 12-0, and then Plaxico Bird shot himself in the club. I think you're thinking about the 2008 season.
Man, that shit is heartbreaking.
it is, man. Really, what could have been?
I think we would have went back to back. I'm not gonna lie to you.
There is a urinary tract and a coronary tract for a reason, fam. What in the fuck?
Don't get
Damn,
UTIs, kids. Do not get a UTI. Go get checked out or something.
what the hell is wrong with Reed?
Oh no,
I don't know
no,
what's
he
going
was
on with
dead
that boy,
ass.
man.
Oh no.
The Giants did go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, we know that.
We've been 5 times since I've been watching.
Yeah, won
Yep,
four, lost one to the Baltimore Ravens in 2000.
yep.
But
Stephen Bloom said Joe Jurevicius was his favorite Giants receiver. Lord have mercy.
man, wow. Whew, it's been a while.
NYG says Cruz, Plax, Knicks. For me, OBJ is right after Knicks.
Okay,
I
I
can't,
could
I
understand
can't,
it.
I can't put OBJ up there because we didn't win shit with him.
I get that.
Sorry.
I definitely
After
get
the
that.
year they went to the Super Bowl in 2012, remember the Giants lost to the Eagles in the playoffs.
That was 2008.
Yeah, that was the Miracle in the Meadowlands. I mean, was it what was it called with
That
Deshaun
game we
Jackson
lost.
and Michael Vick?
Yeah, Miracle in the Meadowlands too.
Two. Yeah,
But that wasn't the game we lost in the playoffs. 2008, we made it to the playoffs, but Plax wasn't there because he shot him down. So
Cruz, Plex, Knicks for me. OBJ right after Knicks. 2008. Think we were like 14-2 and lost to Philly.
Yeah.
We build offense. We build offensive line behind Daniel Jones, edge rusher in a later round. Okay, Nemo. We would have went back to back. 2008 was the last time we had the best running game.
yep.
That's true. I agree
Got a
with that.
portrait of OBJ tatted on my leg. That's my guy. Him and Cruz, for me, are neck and neck.
Okay. I like that.
Rick always on something. Yeah, Steven. I don't know what the hell he is. He needed
Right.
intervention. It was 2012. I just Googled it.
Well, soon we will be able to what, Rick?
I don't know. Pause for whatever the hell he was about to say next.
Okay, nah, Tim said he was confused. No problem, Tim. No problem, man. No problem.
Yeah, I guess I know I ain't tripping.
The New York Giants won the Super Bowl on my birthday, February 5th, 2012. Yeah, that was the 2011 season.
Happy belated birthday, Alex.
Hello, Giants Club. How are y'all doing? Let's go, Big Blue Giants. All right. Too bad that the Lord of the Big Blue Balls wasn't able to make it tonight.
Right.
I don't know who Stephen A is. I'm assuming that's Logan.
No, I think that's a regular person. That's a
Oh,
regular
okay,
person. I've
Stephen
seen
A.
him
What's
before.
Yeah,
going on?
that's a real person.
G Nation, what's up? What's good?
That boy
Hey man,
traumatized.
grinding. Trying to stay positive regardless of what's going on around me. Kayvon Thibodeau, I had a feeling is gonna slip into our laps at 5, but do y'all see him slip into 5 realistically though? I
I
doubt
do.
it. I
I
doubt it.
doubt it, but there is a chance he can.
Yeah, I
I
mean
But I
nothing's
doubt it.
impossible.
I think that he
James
will.
Skeeter, thank you for stopping by. Stephen A, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Sly Cooper, hit that subscribe button for me. I would greatly appreciate it, sir. James Skeeter says, "What's good, y'all?"
What's good, man?
No,
What
I am
is
real. LOL. No, I wasn't saying you was fake. It's just I got this little stalker. Me
man?
popping up as Brian Dabble and Brian Flores and everybody else.
That boy traumatized.
Thank you, my friend. Skeeter, I think he is. Well, I mean, if he falls to 5 and we grab him, I won't be mad.
Yeah. I can't prove that it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna still ride the train. I think he will fall to 5. I'm
Pause
gonna
on the
be
train riding.
honest.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
I want
But I
Devin Lloyd in blue.
I can't with this man, man. Oh man, I want him too, dog. I would be okay if we took him in a trade back scenario,
Pause.
man. You would not hear me complain.
Right. Boy, you
Pause.
knew I was coming with it, Pat. You knew it.
Eh.
Boy, Pat stole that one. He stole base. He stole first base with that one. Chances we take Hamilton and a cornerback at 5 and 7.
uh, I'll give it like a
Damn
There's a
Spectrum.
chance, but it's slim to none for me.
yeah. I
Right.
give it like a 10% chance.
So what do you guys see us getting in the NFL draft? And yes, I have been a subscriber for a while. Great show. Well, thank you. Um, what do you guys see us getting in the NFL draft? I see us getting a tackle. But to be honest with you, I don't really think they're gonna pass up on a dominant edge rusher. I don't think we're grabbing a quarterback, so it would probably be Devin Lloyd or what's the other guy's name? Shit, I just did the draft with him day before yesterday. Sorry, guys, can't remember his name, but it'll be Devin Lloyd or it'll be shit. What is it? Ojabo.
Oh, that'd be a nice pick too. That would be a really nice pick there.
Kayvon Thibodeau at 5 and Ikem Ekwonu at 7. I'm gonna shit myself if that happens. You won't be the only one, Sly. There'll
Hmm.
probably be a lot of people running to the bathroom if we get them at 5 and 7.
You not even lying about that. You damn right.
Random questions based off Wink's interview. Do you really think we get rid of James Bradbury because he said DBs are the most important part of his defense? Well, listen, I like James Bradbury, but if he keep getting burnt like he was getting burnt, you know, hopefully under Wink's system it'll be a different thing.
Yeah, definitely.
But I
I,
don't think we're keeping him because of the cap. Period.
I see him getting traded. To be
What the
honest
hell
with you,
happened to Pat?
I actually don't know. I know he had bounced out just now, but I have no idea why he left.
I do not
Um,
want two O linemen in the first round. I think we should go pass rushers and O line.
yeah, it all depends on who's there. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, if Kayvon is there, at least you would hope, they're smart enough not to pass on him. And then, whether you trade that seven back, which I think would be very smart to do, depending how far back you go, maybe a player like Cross is there. Maybe, you roll the dice and, you pick up a guard, maybe. But yeah,
If Bradbury's gone, which is very likely, I wouldn't mind Sauce Gardner at 5 or 7. Man, y'all
I,
want a cornerback at 5?
I don't know if I could do that. I don't think, honestly, man,
Whew.
I can't take a corner in the first
Is this
round. I
dude
get
Deion
it.
Sanders? He better be Deion Sanders if I'm picking him fifth overall.
No, he's nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Sauce Gardner is not. He's a nasty kid, but
Is he
I,
Deion Sanders?
I don't think so
Kenny
personally.
Neon
But
Deion?
I mean,
Shit.
shit. I get it though. I know that there's definitely a lot of people, you know, kind of getting on the Kyle Hamilton,
I mean,
train,
I
and
know in Wink's system he likes DBs. I get it.
yeah,
But we have a deep DB group to where our offensive line is trash. Our defensive front is weak. Danny Shelton is trash. Dexter Lawrence hasn't really shown anything. Ojalari's a rookie. Ellison Smith was a project. Hopefully he gets better this year. And Quincy Roche was undrafted as well. So
yeah,
we got a few projects on that defensive front. I would like to shore that up, and I would like to get our offensive line fixed. And we can get a cornerback or a safety in the 4th round, not 5th overall. God.
yeah. Or even honestly, if there's a scenario where a corner falls into the second round that shouldn't have fallen, I mean, you think of a player
Yeah.
like Xavier McKinney, a couple years
Ooh,
back.
that shit.
I could see that, but or even in a trade back scenario, let's say they go into like the late teens kind of a thing, I could see that too. But I just don't. If I'm at 5 and 7, I can't take a corner there. But I understand somewhat why people would want to take a corner there. Lou Russia is a major exporter of wheat, nickel, and oil. Can you talk about that for a minute on this platform? Uh,
Yeah, well, people who are allergic to gluten would be glad that there's less wheat coming in here. No, I mean, I don't. What do you want me to talk about? This is a football channel, man. I'm not doing that
yeah,
political shit here. Okay. If this country goes to war, we go to war. We've been to war so many times. Numerous children of all colors go to fight for these wars and die and shed blood for this country for stuff that doesn't benefit us. So I'm not talk about that.
yeah. But I appreciate the question, Rick. Can the Giants not draft a lineman at 5 and 7 and still fix the offensive line? I think it's possible. I definitely have seen more people talk about it recently, where maybe they go edge rusher and at 5, whether that's Thibodeau, whether they feel that a player like Karlaftis has a high grade. But I think that if they don't go lineman at 5 or 7, or even in a trade back, I think personally I wouldn't be. I'm not gonna say I would be livid, but I would be upset. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would definitely say that. I just feel that while this draft does have, it's a deep class, for offensive guardment, offensive guard. There's some very solid tackles out there. I just feel that, if you really want to give this kid a chance, what or any quarterback you decide to bring in here, I feel like you got to attack that in at least the first 2 rounds. Whether that's 2 picks in your first 2 rounds, or 1 pick, you got to address that offensive line. We can't. And honestly, I think free agency is going to play a part in it. I think in free agency, they're going to
Sorry about
go.
that.
Yeah, not a problem, man. I think in free agency they may address the offensive line position to a degree, but I do think that they have to at least take an offensive lineman in the first round. I know, but I'm not going to be, like I said, livid, but I would be a little upset if they didn't, personally.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna say, don't be surprised if they don't get an offensive lineman to like the third round. That's what they do.
Shoot, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The third round, I would be surprised, but I wouldn't be surprised in the second if they did. If they decided not to pick one up in the first and the second round, they did. I could see that. But the third. I'm not gonna lie, I would be shocked. I can't
Heavyweight
lie to
champ
you.
is in the building. He says, "Woo!"
Woo! What's going on, man?
At 5, it'll be Kayvon Thibodeau or Cross. Giants will address the trenches with the first pick. I think Ikem will be gone. Possibility, NYG.
Definitely, it definitely
He
is.
says, y'all look up Sauce Gardner's stats. Man's a beast. Allowed 1 touchdown in 33 games.
Yeah, Baker
Yeah,
did the same thing at Georgia before we drafted him. So
I just can't justify taking him at 5 or 7, man.
Right. Unless he's Neon Deion Sanders, ain't no way in hell I'm drafting a cornerback at number 5 overall. That's just me. That's just me, Sly. James Skeeter.
someone
Hell
said,
no.
"Hell no."
Like I said, I mean, it's gonna come down to what do the grades on these players that they have. I understand, Wink has a very strong, found love for these cornerbacks, but I just feel that, like Lou said, we got a deep. I think at least a deep talent at cornerback, even if we get rid of Bradbury. I mean, it'll still need to be addressed, but I don't think that's going to be more important than an edge rusher. But again, I understand that he heavily relies on corners in his scheme.
Not
But
only an edge rusher, a nose tackle.
yeah,
If we're not
yeah,
playing a 3-4, then then we need a defensive tackle and an edge rusher. But if we play in a 3-4, we need a nose tackle. I mean, because Danny Shelton is trash.
Yes, he
booty
is.
facts. You ain't lying about that.
He
That
said
man.
Garden's okay, but he's not real. Don't you agree that we should be going O line, O line, O line, then edge rusher and defense line all the way?
It just depends what they do in free agency. You
Yeah,
guys are basing it off of what you see right now on the roster. It's going to look totally different after free agency.
yeah.
So you have to wait and see.
I agree with Pat there, man. Again, I feel that they're going to address the line, or at least to some degree, in free agency, and then they'll attack that in the draft. Um, for the longest, I was saying I would want them to double up at the offensive line, but as the weeks have gone, I am more in the mind of I would want an edge rusher and an offensive lineman in the first round. Or if they take, that Devin Lloyd kid and an offensive lineman, you won't hear a peep out of me. I'll tell you that much.
And fans just have
I
to
think we're so
realize you can't get a whole team in a draft.
and I
Yeah.
think we're so shell shocked about the poor drafting in our recent history that people are worried that we're going to make all the wrong moves in this draft because as of lately we have. You can go back. I mean, Eric Flowers,
Yeah.
Weston Richburg, Justin Pugh, uh, Will Hernandez, Nate Solder. Even though Nate Solder was a free agency and not a draft signing.
Yeah, we made some bad Pert Lemieux.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've made some big mistakes at O line, so people are nervous, rightfully so,
Yeah.
about what we're gonna do with these draft picks because we have a lot of draft capital in this draft, and if played right, we can get more out of it. So,
Yep.
when you have players like Linderbaum, Kwanu, Cross, Neal, Kenyon Green, Zion Johnson, um, in the draft, and our O line is as bad as it is, you want to try to get as many of those as you can without selling the fucking house to go get them too,
Mhm.
Good
and
point.
neglecting the other needs. So it's a real tight balancing act that these guys get paid millions of dollars to figure out. So
Shout out to
um
crowd favorite media in the chat. I haven't seen him before. He says, "What we going to do to fix our tight end position?" Hit that like and subscribe button for us, crowd favorite media. First time I've seen
Yeah, man. What are we gonna do about the tight end position? I think they go about it in the draft. I wouldn't be shocked if they picked up someone in free agency, whether that's like a Mo Alley Cox from the Colts. But I just think that they're gonna look at that in the draft. But it's a pretty good market right now for tight ends if you look at free agency. So I'm just gonna be honest.
hey, I ain't mad with Kenyon Green and Linderbaum.
it. Yeah,
Not mad at
both
all,
those
NYG.
guys are absolute monsters when it comes to the inside.
Yeah,
Pause.
I am not mad at all with that one, NYG 22. You get no debate from me on that shit, son. Because
Hmm.
there's enough edge rushers and linebackers that even if we waited till the second round, we can get some good ones. I mean,
Exactly. Exactly.
remember, we're not picking late in the second round. I think we picked 36. We're like the fourth overall pick in the second round. So
Yeah, we picked 36.
Yep.
at 7, personally, I'd trade back and target Green or Linderbaum. If not, oh, I just read that. Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
again, I still think that they target the line to a degree in free agency as well.
Yeah,
exactly,
Steven.
Steven.
That's exactly what we've been saying that we think is going to end up happening because we can't get 4 rookie starters on the line. That's going to be, whoo.
It's gonna be
If you
bad,
think they
man.
were bad blocking the twist and the stunts last year, holy shit, put 4 rookies
Right.
up there. We also tight end. Okay, good. If you have a loose end, you might need to go see a doctor. No, I'm just messing with you.
Can't.
Laramie Tunzel looks to be on the trading block. Should we be interested?
No.
Nah, I'm okay. To be honest with you.
We also need a tight end. No Giants clown, please no. Shane took Cody Ford, round 2.
Round two. Yep.
They could
Think to
find
find linemen later rounds is just about finding the right guys and develop them with good old line coach. True indeed.
Yeah, it is.
Backup quarterback compete against Daniel Jones.
I think we already got him, Davis
Yeah,
Webb.
Davis Webb. Buffalo got no first round O lineman on their team. Yeah, but they
No.
also didn't have 4 bums before that to replace. We got 4 bums, 4 horses that need to be put down. That's what we have.
to put it kindly, yeah. To put that kindly.
Woo! If not for Plaxico, the G-Men would have won back-to-back Super Bowls. And for the record, I did real well with the ladies Super Bowl night. Tell them, Pat. Tell them, Lou. Woo!
Woo!
Heavyweight champion of the world is a character.
For
That
real,
dude crazy.
man. You crazy.
Trevor Penning could be available in round 2. Kid's a beast, but would have to be coached up.
Yes, he will
Well,
have
all of
to
these
be
draft
very
picks are going to
coached
have
up.
to be coached up. Even the day one starters, they still got room for improvement. Exactly, Taj. I wouldn't be surprised if they just buy O linemen and take them in the later rounds.
Could see it.
And plus, we already got first round stud in Andrew Thomas. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, G Nation, answering my question. And I have to go now, but I will catch your next live stream. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, brother. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you,
You have
For
a
Steve.
real.
great evening.
Thank you, Stephen A.
Appreciate you.
Crowd favorite media. What we going to fix our tight end position? What we going to fix our tight end position?
He forgot to put do. He said to do to fix our tight end position.
Right. Um, I don't know. I think draft one. You get rid of Kyle Rudolph. Because to be
That's for
honest with
damn
you,
sure.
at the end of the
Yeah,
day, I'd rather keep Ingram for another year and draft one than keep Kyle Rudolph.
yeah.
That dude sucked ass for us. He didn't do a damn thing. About got
He was
DJ
too
killed,
slow,
gave
man.
up on that damn block.
Yeah,
And,
he just
and to
stood there and watched him.
and
He
to
could at least
piggyback
ran to
off
the
of
back of the end zone. Go ahead,
exactly.
hit.
No, no, sorry about that. What I was going to say was, and to piggyback off what you said, Lou, just now. I honestly, I could see them bringing back Ingram on a 1 year prove it deal, unless the team comes and offers him a bag. But I would really like to see what he could do in Brian Dayball's scheme. I think when we look at Ingram, his best year was with Ben McAdoo, and that's not really saying much. And his rookie year, I mean, that kid was dominant, man. I'm not saying he can be like that right now, but I think in this kind of an offense, it might be a little smart to keep him. But like I said, unless a team offers him a bag or something.
No, well, that's what I was saying. We need to get rid of Danny Shelton because he's not a good defensive tackle and he's damn sure not a good nose tackle. So if we're not going to be predominantly in the 3-4, we're going to more than likely be in the 4-3. Then we don't need a nose tackle. We need another defensive tackle and another edge rusher. That's what I was saying earlier, Steve. Uh-oh. Little man. Give me a sec. But
Yeah,
hit that
that's
subscribe
right.
button for me, crowd favorite media.
You're absolutely right, Steven. There is some good tight ends in this draft. I actually had the hub on my channel not too long ago, and we were talking about some of these tight ends, and he had pointed out to me that when you look at almost every mock draft simulator, these tight ends are falling to the later rounds, even past three, which I've been saying I thought we should double up, in the third round on a tight end. Now I'm more of getting a wide receiver and getting a tight end in the third round. But I wouldn't be shocked if some of these tight ends fall to the fourth round, maybe the fifth round. I
I
think
wouldn't be surprised if you see one of the tight ends that you know fall to the fifth
yeah,
because there's so many of them. Teams are going to be waiting to pick them
hmm
because it's like, okay, we can wait because we got about six tight ends on our board that we're fine, just fine taking. So the
absolutely,
position is so vast, they may drop due to the position being so vast.
Yeah, and I agree with you, man. And I will say this much, right? I mean, if there's gonna be a year where we have these 9 picks, I mean, I'm glad it's this year because while I understand the quarterback is still a question mark for a lot of people right now with Daniel Jones being there. I
Most
mean, go
definitely.
address the other positions that you need. Go attack your
Right.
offensive line. Go get yourself a linebacker because you don't know if Martinez is even going to be here next this upcoming season. And you don't know if if Wink feels that Crowder is a good fit in his scheme. Though I think he probably could. But go address the other positions of need, and if the kid's not the answer, you go address the quarterback next year, in my opinion.
Yep.
Super Taj says with 40 mil in the cap, if cleared up, he got to buy lineman in free agency. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
crowd favorite. I greatly appreciate it.
yeah, Taj, that's a good point there. I think they get one at least in free agency. Yeah, I agree with you, NYG 22. Honestly, I thought he did an excellent job last year. I mean, and even I believe he was here in 2020. Am I correct or am I wrong about that, Jerome Henderson? Because if he
Yeah,
was here,
Jerome Henderson has been a DB's coach for a long time here, and the DBs played well. Even when we had injuries, the DBs played well. So
exactly,
that's why I'm
exactly.
not talking about getting a DB with the number 5 or 7.
Right.
I think we have the DBs here already.
We
And
have Aaron Robinson, Rodarius Williams, um, Adoree Jackson, Julian Love, Darnay Holmes, um,
you could even throw McKinney in there because he can
Xavier
go in the
McKinney. I
slot.
completely forgot about him, even though he's a safety.
Exactly. I gotta give. I know that we're past it now, but I gotta give Judge some credit there. I mean, I'm glad that we got players that can play multiple positions, especially on this defense, man.
I agree, Steven. Can't go into next season with Thomas and four rookie O linemen.
You damn right.
I want O line and edge rush for sure at 5 and 7. Don't get it twisted. Just saying, I wouldn't mind Sauce if that somehow were to happen. Hey, listen, if we can get him at like pick 36 or something like that, I'm all for it. I really need that 5 and 7 to be a solid tackle and a dog of an edge rusher.
Yeah, I'm there
Like I
with
said,
you.
it just depends on what's available.
Right.
Yep.
True.
Because if Hutchinson Thibodeau are gone, Evan Neal, Iquanu are gone with the first four picks, who do we go if we don't get a trade? If we take Karloftis, a lot of people when I say Karloftis, they said I would be fired. You took Karloftis.
They said you'd be on the unemployment line, actually.
Yeah. If you took Devin Lloyd, boo. If you take Cross, that was a reach. If you take Linderbaum, that was way too early.
Well, shit.
You take Ojabo, he's not that good to be taken at 5. So who the hell do we take at 5?
Exactly. It's
If
very true.
nobody's willing to trade, and then if they trade back to 20 with Pittsburgh, oh, that's way too damn far back. So you're gonna hear a lot during draft day. I can't wait. I can't wait because you're gonna hear so much during draft day. No matter what they do, they're gonna be wrong if those 4 people are taking 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't even know what that is, dog. I can't hold you. I don't know what a Burkina is. Is that a Birkin?
No.
What?
I don't know what the hell a Burkina Faso is. That shit sound luxurious. But Rick, I'm
That man
sorry.
No,
said a
it's a
Birkin.
place. He said, "What is the capital of Burkina
Birkin
Faso?"
Fawcett.
I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you where that shit is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
I
it
I,
damn sure ain't a purse.
I mean
Right.
that.
What the
Well,
hell?
look. I'm sorry, Rick. I don't got an
What
answer
is
to that.
wrong with you?
I apologize. Yeah. And to your
Don't
next comment,
apologize to
Rick.
him.
Yeah, to your next
He
comment, Rick.
bugging.
I didn't know that. I don't be looking at the New York Stock Exchange. I apologize. That's not a good enough answer.
Crazy D says, "Does the Giants still have 2 draft picks in the 3rd round?"
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, we do not have a 7th round pick.
I'm okay with that. High key, we could always get one.
Did you know that the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange actually trades on the New York Stock Exchange? What a mind trip.
Rick, you on one tonight, man.
Aunt Esther or Florida Evans. What?
What is going on?
Damn you, Joe.
Right.
Joe
Yeah,
started all of this shit.
Esther Anderson, man.
Guys, which tight ends do you like in the draft for the Giants?
Uh,
Trey
I,
McBride,
I like
Jeremy
Jeremy
Ruckert,
Ruckert. Yep.
um,
Jalen
also,
Wademeyer,
and
Brett
what was the
Kolar.
other one? Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, Isaiah Likely. You probably have to grab Likely in the 2nd round. I don't think he falls to the 3rd round, to be honest with you.
Tim Stroud says, it's time to move on from Ingram. Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe a whole lot of people feel that way, Mr. Tim.
Yep.
Shelton is gone. He's a free agent. Good.
Yeah.
Good riddance to his sorry ass. I call him Denny's. Denny Shelton. As much as he got pancaked.
I kind of feel like that's like
Um.
disgracing pancakes. I can't even hold you.
Free agency starts March 16th. When do heads start to roll? March 1st.
They're gonna start releasing players in the beginning of March.
Damn. Giants Clown says, is Ingram herpes? Why can't we get rid of him?
You foul as hell for that, man.
Damn it, man. Ingram needs motivation. He won't get that here. Cats like him, I think, are sensitive to fan pressure. A fresh start
Yep.
is needed for him.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he is
The
sensitive to
way
fan
his
pressure.
ass got booed, he looked like he wanted to cry that day. That shit was hilarious. Then they cheered when his ass came off the field.
All right. I'll be
I,
right back, y'all.
I feel
Yeah, I
sorry for that
subscribe.
kid,
I
man.
like you guys' contents. Big up. Hey, man, big up
Thank
yourself,
you.
brethren.
Man, thank you.
Appreciate that, bro. For real.
Wagwan.
Bless up.
Um, yeah, nah, man. For me, I understand the hate that Ingram gets, man, but I thought that Slayton deserved some hate as well this year. If we're gonna get at him for dropping balls, pause. You got to get at Darius Slayton as well.
Oh, Darius Slayton, I would like to hit him in the head with a fucking pipe.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Him and Ingram both. Motherfuckers dropped so many passes, man. That shit was ridiculous.
yeah, it's insane.
Excuse my language. Sorry. Please don't demonetize me, YouTube. I ain't even monetized. We need to run stuff in nose tackle no matter third or four, 3 or 4 man line. Yeah, I agree. I agree. We need a run stuffer. We need a Snacks Harrison or BJ Hill,
Or
but both
Dalvin
of those
Tomlinson.
guys are gone. Or Dalvin Tomlinson.
Yep,
Because Denny Shelton sucks.
yep. He's bad, and I actually do see them taking a nose tackle in this draft, man.
They
I
was
can't even
using
lie.
they was using Ingram like Jason Witten. Listen, get me Devontae Wyatt or Perry and Winfrey. I'll be glad with either one of those guys. Daniel Jones needs to learn how to move in the pocket like Eli Manning did. Well, that's why it would have served him great to sit behind Eli for a year. But
Yeah,
the fan base was screaming for the rookie, and Sherman was trying to save his job, and Eli got fucked in the process.
yep.
So,
This is a good question, man.
what y'all think about Kadarius Tony in this system?
I'll be
Listen,
honest. Oh
if
yeah, I'll let you
used
go.
right, if Dable's using him, I think he gonna ball out. Under Garrett, I think he was misused, mishandled, mistreated.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's perfectly said, man. I mean, whether it's I want to see what they bring in. Do they bring in, how they had their receivers running the Chiefs offense? Do they try to maybe mix both? I think if the kid could stay healthy, I'm
Run
gonna
me
say
down.
this much, man. I got you, brother. I'm gonna say this much, man. This dude will thrive. I think, and no slight to Kenny Galladay, but I think that this kid could be our number one receiver going forward. I know that's a big task to put on the kid, but I'm gonna be real with you. I just feel that Kadarius Tony, we all know he's electric. That boy put up over 180 yards with Mike Glennon at quarterback against Dallas. He made who I mean. Some people are considering a top five corner. I don't see him in that. I don't see him in this light. But he made Trayvon Diggs look like a fool out there. Um, I mean, I think that this kid could ball. I think that if we can okay, I don't want to go on a tangent real quick, but I will say this much. If there's one thing I'm excited for is I'm excited to see hopefully a competent offense because it's no coincidence that DJ's best year really came the last time he had a decent offensive coordinator, and Pat Shermer really wasn't much. But I like the way that he was able to you know scheme people open. And I think that Dable, who's a much better play caller than Pat Shermer is or was at the time. I mean, dude, we're gonna have different ways that we could scheme Kadarius Tony open. We're gonna have different ways that we could stretch the fields. I've been a big proponent on bringing back John Ross. I think that he would be very nice in this system, man. So for me, I think that's a great question, man. I think that Tony thrives in this system. Steven says, Clown, I'm not sure. Wink moves people around and messes with blocking schemes. Yeah, man. Wink, I love him, man. I'm very excited to see what Wink does. Steven said, my guy said it sounds luxurious. Hey, Steven, I didn't know what the hell that place was. I'm going to be honest with you, bruh. But I
What
mean, I guess
place?
I know now. Burkina, whatever it was.
Burkina Faso.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, bruh. It sounds Russian, I guess. I
I
don't
think it's
know.
somewhere in the Ukraine, but I'm not sure. So
Damn.
I ain't want to make myself sound stupid.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think they just got to get an impact player at 5. It would be good if it was an O line, preferably a tackle, but they just need game changers. O line is a must, though. Facts NYG 22.
Yep. I'm there with you, man.
Jake Ferguson and Dulich from UCLA. Both good tight ends. I agree. My last name is pronounced Strawn, by the way.
Okay.
Okay,
Strong.
there was a wide receiver from West Virginia that I was really interested in, and his name was pronounced Strawn. It was spelled the same way. I figured that, but I didn't want to say it wrong. People
Well,
sensitive when you mess up their names. So I
Yeah.
ain't wanna.
Rick says, Lou, serious question. What workout do I do to get to that 275 I need to get to? Eat some McDonald's, dog. Your ass will get there eventually.
Wait, you're trying to weigh 275 pounds?
I mean, we need offensive linemen. I mean, you might need to go up like
Yeah,
50
I
pounds
don't
from
know
that.
what you mean by get to 275. You trying to gain weight?
Are you trying to lose weight, maybe? I don't know. You got to
To be
tell us.
honest with y'all, I expect a huge breakout year for Kadarius Tony this year with Kafka and Dable. Do you guys see them utilizing him the right way? Maybe a Debo Samuel role or a Tyreek Hill role. That would be perfect because whatever Garrett was doing damn sure didn't work.
Yeah. And, just to piggyback what I said earlier, man, I think that they're going to be able to scheme this kid open in a variety of different ways. I think as much as I want him to play that Debo Samuel role, we got to remember that Debo got more weight on him than Kadarius Tony. Do they make Kadarius Tony gain that weight? I don't know. But I think if this kid could stay healthy, yeah, Sly Cooper, I think that he could have a breakout year. Um, and if our quarterback could stay upright and stay healthy as well, yeah, I think he could have a breakout year too. Um, but I'm just saying, Kadarius Tony, I think it's very much possible that he could be that number one going forward, and that's not a slight at Kenny Galladay at all. And yeah, you're right, Sly. It all comes down to can he stay healthy? Um, hopefully, man, it's baby steps, but hopefully, with our strength and conditioning, and hopefully, us replacing, the turf. I mean, that makes a difference as well. Um, I had said, I feel that when Judge would have these players overwork out, I kind of saw it as like a rubber band almost. When you constantly stretch a rubber band in and out, in and out, in and out, um, eventually that rubber band's gonna pop. And I'm very curious to see. And I'm not in the medical field, so I'm not gonna just talk out my just to talk. I'm definitely interested to see what is causing these soft tissue injuries because we've had so many through the years, right? So I'm definitely trying to figure that out. But again, Sly, I think this is a great comment. I think that he could have a breakout year, and he just has to stay healthy. Neymar says, definitely cut Darius Slayton. I agree with you guys. I don't like him also. Neymar, I will say this much. If you cut Darius Slayton or even trade him, let's say you trade him for a fifth round pick, maybe a fourth round pick, you look at a team like the Patriots, right? Um, he literally has like a $50,000 dead cap hit because his salary isn't guaranteed at all. Does Brian Dable think that this kid could be a fit in his offense? It's possible. I think that when you look at Darius Slayton in his rookie year, now granted that's his rookie year, I mean he was a security blanket for Daniel Jones. I mean we saw potential in that kid for a fifth round player. I think that right now because of the season he had as a rookie, I think that sometimes people will put expectations on a player, but I think that Darius Slayton is playing right now at a fifth round talent. I know not a lot of people will agree with that, but I do think that Darius Slayton is playing at where he was drafted at, which is in the fifth round. But again, if you cut him, you literally don't lose money. Um, NYG22 says Slayton is a third wide receiver. Nah, he really didn't do that well in that role last year. I think Slayton is a fit for the offense, but I like Ingram. He can't be trusted. Bye, homie. Yeah, look, man. Slayton again. Um, does Dable feel that he's a good fit in this offense? It definitely, I could see it. I really could. But at the same time, if you do trade him or if you cut Slayton, I don't think that necessarily hurts the offense, in my opinion, especially if you bring back a player like Ross or if you look at free agency and in the draft. Ingram, I want Ingram out of here as well. Not from an anger perspective, but just because I think that he needs a fresh start somewhere else. But yeah, I agree with you there, man. Um, Neymar, do I think that Joe Judge ruined Daniel Jones? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's 100% on Joe Judge. I think that there are things that you blame Joe Judge for, but there's a lot of things that you got to blame the organization for as well. Such as like not providing an offensive line. You draft your what you're looking at as your franchise quarterback, and then you trade your number one wide receiver and you replace him with an aging Golden Tate on a very bad contract. At least in my opinion, it was a bad contract, but we made do with what we had. I can't say that Judge ruined the kid. I would say that's more or less a Jason Garrett. I am one of the people that feels that Garrett was kind of pushed onto Joe Judge. I think that that wasn't his choice. I know that at the time there were rumors that he wanted Brian Dable and the
Really,
Bills. I
Rick?
believe they declined that interview, but I can't say it's solely Joe Judge that ruined Daniel Jones. I think that the blame goes all around, and it starts at the organization. Because you got to remember, Judge didn't, he didn't draft, Daniel Jones, right? And Pat Shermer did. And what did they do? They fired Pat Shermer, which wasn't the wrong choice necessarily, but at the same time, you don't do right by him, and you don't get him an offensive line. So I just feel that, and I have a concern with that with Justin Fields. Not to go on a tangent, but yeah, you gotta, if you're gonna get your guy, you got to make sure that you can at least surround him with somewhat of a competent line, in my opinion. Now, crowd favorite says,
Taj, the link is in
oh,
your Twitter.
boom. Okay, you back, man. Okay, I'm glad. So you can start clicking on these comments. My bad. Um, crowded favorite says, um, the Wink was excited about.
Which
Oh,
ones did you address already?
the last one I addressed it was literally three below Super Tages where he says, "Can I join the panel?" I did Neymar's where they asked did Joe Judge ruin Daniel Jones. After that, I went down to crowd favorite because it's the chat talking to each other. It's 10:39 p.m.
That's my
Uh,
cousin.
Viz edits. I mean, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm
Gonna
flattered.
wanna.
I'm flattered that you think that I'm cute. Thank you.
The
That,
Wink was excited about
Oh,
the role Xavier.
I don't know who they are.
too
They said I
old.
was. They said I was cute. I mean, I can't be upset. I appreciate it.
Oh Lord, why you say that in front of your girl, boy? She about to whoop your ass on the live stream.
I wish, bruh. Nah,
He's
shy you.
addicted. He's addicted to
Nah,
getting punched in the face by his girl. You seen that?
that's my king. No. Oh shoot, what's going on, Taj? How you doing, man?
I scared you again, huh?
No, no, you didn't scare me. I just didn't see you. I was looking at another screen.
Hit
Um,
squad.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
go ahead,
honest
Yo,
with
Scott.
you. I'm not gonna say that I'm a guy who scouts. I'm trying to learn to get better at scouting.
You
Um,
didn't read the name. He's being a huge
Yeah.
jazz
yeah, I
himself.
mean, I was just saying, man. I was like,
Salute
I
Giants
don't see
Nation.
that.
Drop by your
What do you think
office
of
to
huge
pay
ass? I can't
our proper
stand you, really.
respects and for all Giants fans around the world. Slap all stinky Boyd's losers out of the door.
Okay, cool. What's up, Tua?
Oh Lord, don't Viz edits was the same one going in on Pat 2 weeks ago.
Right.
That's a dude.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what I said. I mean, thank you. I'm not gonna
hey,
No,
act
I
or be
don't
mean
think
about it.
he's just messing around.
Oh, I know.
He don't even swing that way. He
Uh,
just
You good, man?
Neymar, I think we trade back Bradbury. I think we could get a third rounder for him. And we may be able to trade Blake Martinez. Who knows? But everybody else that you hear about getting cut, I think they do get cut.
what do you think we can get back out of
tone
Martinez?
in the building. What's going on? Viz
What's
edits
going
in
Maybe
the
a
on, man?
building.
fourth, a third, or a fourth.
Uh, I would
Lord
take
have
Devin
mercy.
Lloyd right now.
There they go. There they go in the chat going crazy. Crowd favorite media says Judge didn't like Tony.
Yeah, he didn't like Tony. He didn't like Caden Smith.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't like Caden Smith. Like he didn't like. He wasn't using none of these guys, man.
But shit, he drafted Tony. So I mean,
Yep.
Nah, because he wanted Devontae Smith though. So
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I'll be right back, Luke. Give me one moment.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just think
Viz
that
edits, you done started some shit. His girl thinks somebody's hollering at him on the damn stream, bro.
man, that's crazy.
what was you gonna
Gonna
say, Pat?
wanna
Viz edits the started something, man. Look, look what he said when I told him he done started something. Where's
Where's
Jimmy
Jimmy
G
G?
tonight? The house kind of quiet with not yapping all night. Yeah, Jimmy G took a sick day.
Jimmy, baby.
About to get bro beat.
right
Oh shit.
playing around.
Them abusive Spanish women don't play that shit. He probably getting hit with a whole pot of rice right now.
Spanish rice, jasmine rice.
Wasting all that good food. I can't stand jasmine rice.
You think they bringing some Chiefs wide receivers since they have Mike Kafka as offensive coordinator?
I think they bring
No,
in some Chiefs type of plays,
but
Yeah,
not the
type of plays,
receivers.
but
but not the receivers. I think with
nah.
Kadarius Tony and maybe draft one more rookie. If used right, man, I'm telling you, Kadarius Tony and Saquon Barkley can kill him with slants and
Mm-hmm.
screens and little short passes out the backfield. I'm telling you, kill them. Because once they got the ball in space, they'll make guys miss and they'll get extra yards. It's the
Hmm.
problem with Saquon is the offensive line is so bad that he finds himself trying to evade tackles before he even gets out of the backfield. You can't get into a rhythm like that as a running back. When you're in the backfield, the only thing you should be looking for is what gap you're going to hit. What gap are your linemen creating for you to hit? You
That's
shouldn't
why I
be
say he's
evading
a
tackles as soon as you get the damn ball. That's
he's
ridiculous.
a he's a zone running back. That's what he's
Yeah, I would
best
like to
at is
see
at the
him with a good
zone.
offensive line too. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Yeah.
just to see how good he can actually be.
Says, yo,
Hmm.
Pat, I got a question. Would you fight Francis Ngannou for 10 million, but you got to survive a round? Hell
Yep,
yeah. Hell fuck
yep.
yeah. I'm going to
Because
jump
just
on
to
that
survive,
motherfucker's back like a spider monkey and put him in the hardest sleeper movie he's ever been in.
I'm not gonna stand in front of him. I'm gonna run. If I
Hell
just got to
no.
survive around, I'll just run around.
He said, like, not get knocked out for a
Yeah,
round. Yeah.
yeah. I would get my cardio up to where I could run around for 3 minutes, and I take my 10 million to go home. Because I already know one thing: if you put me to the ground, you're gonna submit me or beat the shit out of me by hammer fisting me, and I definitely can't stand up with him. So
Hit squad said my internet crashed. He just texted me. No, your girl crashed your head with
right,
a pot of rice.
gonna wanna.
Should we trade Barkley? Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Well, like I said, if you offer the first round pick or a second round pick, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, Lou. I love Saquon Barkley, man. You mean like that's my favorite player too. You mean like just like
Tudo says it's 4:46 a.m. We finished our warming up and ready to start the 2 mile uphill incline before 4 mile track. 30
Oh,
degree weather.
ridiculous.
It's 5.
being the fact that Saquon Barkley from the Bronx, like me, like that.
I don't think he's submitting you. He hammer fist until you dead.
Yeah, that's why I said he's gonna beat the shit out of me by hammer fisting me. So let's get my cardio up while I can run for 3 minutes and get the hell out of there.
I would use Tony like a wing back.
Yeah,
My next fight is March 5th and March 12th. Give me a second.
gonna wanna. He said, "Should we need to trade Barkley? I just reworded because ate a sentence. What?
What?
King Tone Paul. Should we need? I don't know. Ask that question over again, Lamar. I think spell check got you hard on that one.
We word that.
Gonna wanna.
Should we trade Barkley to another team? Well, like I said, I mean, depends on what offer these teams is sending out.
You said, should we trade Barkley to another team? I mean, like I said, if you get a damn good offer that you can't refuse, shit, anybody can be gone.
Especially these running backs, man. Like,
I
and
mean,
these
what if
running
that? What
backs
if trading
playing.
Barkley brings you a draft pick and a good lineman? Would you still say it automatically no? What in the world?
Pat, you're gonna have to hit the comments for me. I'm stepping outside to smoke.
Yeah, I did a draft
Super
show
stressed.
earlier.
Super duper
Viz.
stressed.
I got you. I did a draft show earlier, Viz. I'm doing it tomorrow too. Hopefully I could get an interview with some of our players from
Well,
Team
y'all
Up
pray for me.
Sports.
Nigga trying to stay free.
Two rules, yup.
He says, Tim Strakow says, don't be surprised if Giants take two defensive players. I have a strong feeling that is what it's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised either,
I
Tim.
wouldn't be surprised too.
Viz Edit says, I'm a Birmingham
It's
Stallion
strong.
fan. Okay.
It's strong. Like straw with an N at the end.
Huh?
His last name is Strong.
Who?
Tim.
Oh, Strong?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Only reason I know is because he corrected me earlier. So
Tudo says, I made it clear to all
but
our players
remember,
I need.
I made a video about that wide receiver out of West Virginia named Mike Strong, who I thought we were gonna draft. Well, I thought we was gonna get him undrafted, but
Hey Pat, I just seen your mock draft, man. Another good one.
Yep. I gotta go with the New Jersey Generals, Viz. Tudo
yeah,
says
facts.
I made it. He says I made it clear to all our players. I need players with winning mindset on my team who gives his 120% daily and grind as hard as I do. My team, my flock, my rules. Winning's the only option here. Yeah. That's why type of attitude you have to take if you want to be a winner. Most definitely. Damn, Viz. He says, fuck New Jersey. Lord have mercy.
No, thank you. I like to fuck pussy, not states. Oh
Gonna
boy.
wanna. He says Chief Keef, we gonna blow New Jersey up. Okay. King Toe says, whoa.
Oh yeah, pray for me, people. I've been free for quite some time, and I'm trying to stay that way. Whew. And when I say free, I mean I've had Jesus in my life. But what's going on, fellas? All right, we got G Nation's clone in the building.
Right. And we fucked up with the other thing, start talking. What the hell's
Yo,
going
son.
on?
Yo, you will listen. You will never see
What
a
the
motherfucker
hell?
move faster in your life. You hear me?
The hell? What's going on? He says, I
Yeah,
don't think we're going. Go ahead, Lou.
I had to step outside and smoke, boy.
He says, I
I
don't
could
think we're
I could
going to
be
get an
mad.
offensive lineman during free agency because cap space is pretty bad. And Joe Shane said that he will
We're gonna
build through the
free it
draft.
up though.
Yeah, but you can't grab a whole team in the draft. That's what you guys
You're
are
right,
not
exactly. You
seeing.
can't do it the whole draft. I mean, like you have. I mean, first of all, if you free up the cap, like you're gonna have to like buy offensive linemen in free agency as well. Like, there's no way that they don't.
Shout out to Alex in the chat, Big Blue in the Bronx. Go subscribe to his channel as well. He says, why is there two Lou's?
Double the pleasure, double the fun, Alex.
Right. Crowd favorite media. He says, deep down inside, I think Daniel Jones is going to crush it this year. He been through the fire. I
What
hope
up,
so,
Raphael?
You know
crowd
what? I agree with you.
crowd media.
I agree with you. I think he gonna ball out this year, simply because he hears all the noise and he been staying silent. Usually,
Right.
when the motherfucker don't talk back, it's either because he's scared or he grinding.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to
It's just
Ralphie in the chat. What's going on? He says, Lou, what's good, big brother Lou?
Who's that? El Capitan.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Capitan? I'm outside darkening my lungs so that I won't darken my spirit. If you understand what I'm saying.
He says, and they got two different logos. That's what confused the fuck out of me. Right. They
Yeah,
just got two
the
different
clone ain't caught up yet.
logos.
He figuring out now that all his science still doesn't help him measure up to God.
Right. Gonna wanna thank you to the 21 people still in the chat. Lou at 705. That's what's up.
All right. 295 to go, man. Come on, man.
Not too far away. Guys, which receiver do you like in the draft? I like Garrett Wilson from Ohio State. I like Jameson Williams from Alabama. I like Alec Pierce from Cincinnati. I like Sky Moore from
Western Michigan.
Western Michigan. I'm not too fond of Drake London. I think Trey Burks has to be in the right system. Uh, I like John Michie, but the injury was a little bit more serious than people thought. But he should be back healthy. John Michie could be a steal.
Oh,
There's
John
a lot
Mechie the
of
third.
yeah.
Yeah, from Alabama. You
There's a
could
lot
take
of
him at the
receivers in
third.
this draft.
In third,
Yeah,
right?
I don't like Drake London at all, man. I don't see why they actually had him mocked at number 7
Yeah,
to
right. But I
somebody's
was gonna
mock
say,
draft.
but yeah, y'all seen that mock draft that Daniel Jeremiah put in? Yeah, they had us picking him at number 7. There's a whole lot of reaches, first of all, like in that mock draft.
Right. I don't see the
Like,
fascination
bro,
with Drake London.
oh, first of all, like Trevor Penning, like got picked, like Trevor Penning got picked at 6, and then Kayvon Thibodeau at 8 to the Falcons. What?
Yeah. And Trevor Penning has a lot of work to do. I think he's better suited for guard, to be
It's
honest
a
with you.
whole lot of reaches.
He
Like, how
says,
the hell
Pat,
did
you
Trevor get
fighting.
a big fight?
He says you fighting Francis for 100 million, but you got to win the whole
4K for
card. No,
Hollywood.
because I'm not going to get my 100 million because I'm not going to win the whole card. He says Drake London is slower Michael Pittman. Yeah, he is. Drake, I don't understand the fascination with the guy for him to be in the top 10. Like, that's crazy. I bet you if he goes to that combine and runs, the highest he runs is a 4.67. No, it's called having a brain, Viz.
I don't know what the hell's up with these like
That's going to
USC
be 5
guys.
rounds against Francis and Ngannou. You got to win the whole card. It's not going to happen. Not if you're a regular person. I have an abundance of faith,
There's always something
but I
about these
don't have
USC.
stupidity.
There's always something about these USC players that we don't know about, man. Like
Yeah,
when they come out,
UFC players turn out to be busts.
right? Like Sam
I mean,
Darnold,
yeah, Mark Sanchez,
Mark Sanchez, man, bro. It
Matt
sounds like it.
Liner, Reggie Bush wasn't the greatest.
Always remember
Yeah,
this, people. When somebody can't look you in the face, there's some shit in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, can't
Biz,
steal my joy because you ain't give it to me. So, uh, 11-6 back on my bullshit. Joe Shane, Brian Dable, and Wink Martindale is going to rock
Coach
bottom
Dave,
people
put
in the
me in, coach.
NFL this year.
I don't
11 and
understand
6
this, Biz.
for
Biz,
moral support, but maybe 8 and 9, 8 or 9.
I'll
Nah,
be
talk
honest
that
with you.
shit.
If that old line plays half decent, who knows how many games we can win? If Wink gets the people on his defense, who knows how many games we can win? I'm taking a wait and see approach, to be honest with you.
If
Because
you
with
saw
our
my
schedule,
draft, if you saw my last draft, I stacked that defense.
yeah, me
In the
too.
first round?
I
Mm-hmm.
stacked that defense. I got Devin Lloyd. I
Yes,
got Christian
sir.
Harris. I got let me see, Devin Lloyd, Christian Harris, uh Leo Chanel. Shit, I got a bunch of linebackers. Who was the other edge rusher I got? You ain't watch my draft, Taj? Shit.
Nah, I saw Pat's my draft.
Mine came out a day before his. Well, I tell you, I get no love.
I seen a little bit of everything.
It don't pay to be Puerto Rican in America. I tell people all the time, they throw rolls of toilet paper at you after a hurricane. They don't give a damn.
Viz tripping. He says, all right, so how about this? You got to take repeated hammer fist from Ngannou for 20 million, but Dana White ain't paying for your medical bill.
I'm
Shit, you gonna
starting to
waste
think
that
that
20
I'm
million?
starting to think that's Reek with a different motherfucking Gmail.
Yeah. Hell no, I'm not taking that, man, dude.
Sam Darnold might want to go
You
to
gonna
the
waste
Vikings, and
all
Kirk
you
Cousins
gonna
might want
waste
to come to the
all your
Panthers. I
money
don't know.
fixing your face.
Facts.
I don't know if rumors are everything true.
He says,
Man,
how can I get on this show? How much? I don't know, Tim. You gotta ask the host.
You
man,
ain't gotta pay me to
You
get
know,
on the show. Just don't
who
come
the
on.
hell would
Oh,
want
that's not
Sam
Viz
Darnold,
Edits,
man?
is it?
that's Tim. He
I
says
sent
Sam Darnold.
Who the hell would want Sam Darnold right now?
Sam Darnold might go to the Vikings and Kirk Cousins might come to the Panthers. I don't know if the rumors are true. I tell you what, if that happens, both those teams are stupid.
Right,
Um,
right. We play both those teams next week. We play the Vikings and the Panthers. So I mean, hey,
he said, "Nah, King Tone, Viz is himself. Viz is his facts, King Tone." He said, "Crowd the favorite meter says we need a certified linebacker sideline to sideline."
Devin Lloyd.
Yep, Devin
I
Lloyd,
need
Christian
that
Harris,
man
or
in blue
N'Kobe Dean.
bad. Michael Parsons 2.0. Cowboys got Michael Parsons. Why don't we get our own Parsons? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not Parsons, but shit, he's gonna be damn good.
Right.
Parsons is just a different animal.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to see what he does after the film has been put out on him.
Tim Strawn was trying to get on.
I mean, you put the link in the chat if he wants to come on.
No, that's what I was asking. Was it him? I'm trying to find it.
Yeah,
Where-
Tim wants to come on. That's what he said.
I don't think we're going to get offensive line during free agency. Where was the last comment you was on?
I'm all the way at the bottom.
Hey man, Lou, that's my cousin. Viz, you riding through New York. What's up, Raphael?
Oh,
This says, Pat, what about repeated hammerfish from Ngannou until you're dead, but 100 million?
It
Well-
don't matter. You dead, bro. What the fuck?
Right. Only way I can say you do that is if you just want your family to be taken care of. And you don't care about life no more.
That's some crazy shit.
Right. All right, Ralph. Have a good night, bro. What's
Have a
up,
good
Don
night, my
Sherrod?
brother.
oh, he got it.
Don Sherrod.
He says, Neymar says, I really badly want to make the playoffs this year. Well, I tell you what, don't go into the season expecting playoffs because you might be gravely disappointed. That this year I'm taking a wait and see approach. I'm gonna take it a game by game basis. I just want to see improvement each week because this is a true rebuild now.
Playoffs. 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 Don't talk to me about playoffs. Playoffs. Playoffs.
I don't want a game. Playoffs?
Yo, Jim Mora was hot that day, boy. You
Man,
talking about
was-
Playoffs.
man, he was mad
What
as
is the
shit.
playoffs?
He says playoffs should be the last thing we look for. Exactly, Don Sherrod.
I put the link in the chat, Tim. All you gotta do is click on it where it says https:// StreamYard.
Proud favorite media says, which way should we go in free agency? Fix the offense and then draft defense? I mean, free agency, I think we need to just get a couple of offensive linemen
Mm-hmm.
and get one player that you think that you can get that's a bargain, and then you draft. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not mad if they do go a lot of defense in this draft. To be honest with you, because if you
I mean,
build
because
that
that's what
defense
they
first,
usually
it
do,
helps
though.
you out tremendously.
I mean, like coming from their background of Buffalo, like that's what they usually do. Like they don't really be like picking offensive linemen in the first round, anyways. Because I really think that they could find like good ones in the later rounds.
Asking some crazy shit.
Charles, that shit.
Deontay Wilder for 20 mil and no medical bills paid. What is going on tonight?
Shit, is it with a boxing glove or glove off?
Don't matter to me. Hit me and I hit you back. Fuck that shit. Sorry, nobody's punching back.
And then he said he gets a running start. Man, I'm not gonna keep playing this game with you, bro. We're hanging out with Reek.
Yo, that
Solid
dude,
veteran.
Regan, he be on some other shit.
Don Sherrod says a solid veteran guard tackle with some game left in him. Middle linebacker if one available.
Yep. I think, man, if they want to get linebackers, I think they should go to the draft, man. There's
Nah,
plenty
go
of
to
them
the
in
draft and get linebackers.
because the middle linebackers coming out are not that good
Nah.
in the free
Coming out the
agency.
free agency, nah.
I don't see one giving him money.
Mm-mm.
Could be a free agency option for depth.
Could be.
Nate Herbert.
Millions of people clown you on
former
Twitter and
Eagle.
post a knockout. Former Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get 2 offensive linemen for them draft.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
plug and
Brandon
play
Brown,
ready.
right.
Yeah, Kenyon Green and Linderbaum or Iquanu.
Brandon Brown. I mean, like when he was over there in Philly,
Shit, give me Kenyon Green and Iquanu. I'll put Iquanu at guard, Kenyon Green at tackle.
Yeah, it's a good thing we had that guy, Brandon Brown, man, because that guy could find good linemen as well.
Brandon Brown connection.
Yeah, the assistant GM. About the guard from the Bears, but Hassan Reddick, no.
They be bugging with that Hassan
Reddick for the Panthers?
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
You want Hassan Reddick, you're gonna have to pay him almost much as Leonard Williams. That's not happening.
Yeah, like $21 million a year.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No, they. Oh shit.
Yeah, Blake Martinez is on the way out. He is. And I like him too, but
let's get those likes up, people. Come on, y'all. Help a brother out, man.
we should be definitely.
Says, do you think the coaching staff ready for New York? Yeah, I think they are crowd favorite.
Oh yeah,
I think they definitely are. Big Blue in the Bronx, Alex. He says Diggy, New York Giant content creator. I know who Diggy is. Doesn't like Linderbaum and others don't for the reason that apparently he struggles against big bull Russian defensive tackles. Thoughts? I think they're crazy. I think that kid is going to be absolutely dynamite in the league within 2 years. That kid knows how to anchor down, and he's stronger and way stronger than you think. They might have seen one play where he got bull rushed by a big defensive tackle. One play. I know the play that they're talking about, but he anchored down and held his ground, and he didn't get the sack. So I don't understand what they're talking about. But hey, that's what happens when you listen to the media.
Fake news. Do you think this coaching staff ready for New York? I believe in this regime. I just hope they show results. I agree with you, King Tone. I think we hired very, very smart this go round. Now it's up to the fan base to be patient and not be calling for people's jobs if we don't look like what they want this first season. Because more than likely, we're not going to look like what we're expecting this first season. I expect to see great improvement by leaps and bounds. And I know you guys hear me say 11-6 because I'm being optimistic and I'm trying to boost morale. But if we get out of the season winning 8-9 games, I'll be happy. Because that's way better than 4-13. And that means that we're moving in the right direction.
Right. You have these fans out here expect the playoffs.
I just think that this coaching staff is just going to get these players more motivated than the last coaching staff.
But don't be shocked if these same guys that you were calling bums last year turn around and shock the shit out of you under this new scheme and this new regime.
Right. Yeah, like with this new coaching staff, I think, I'm telling you. Because most of these guys were like being misused. They were regressing.
Right. There was no reason that Evan Ingram should have been running curl routes up the damn.
Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah.
Being used like Jason Witten. You mean like getting like catches like
Like,
out of
I don't
slant route
understand
down the
what the
middle?
offensive system was the past 2 years, to be honest
Getting
with you.
catches like
It was
on
sabotage. It
slant
was
routes
it
down the
was
middle and
Jason
shit.
Garrett trying to get Judge fired so he can become head coach. That's what the hell it was for the last 2 years. I promise you. That's why Kenny Galladay was screaming at his ass like, "Bitch, I know what you doing. I know what you doing. You trying to get that man job. Throw me the damn ball."
Man, I was so pissed. I was so pissed at Joe Judge in that Washington game week 2, man. Oh my god.
What's going on, Lamar Santos? He says I'm expecting too much this year. Well, hopefully you stop doing that. You only setting yourself up for failure.
He said, "I'm not expecting too much this year."
Oh, I thought he said I'm expecting too much.
It
What's
was. He
going on,
corrected
AK?
himself. Fire scouting department people immediately. I
Some
believe they
some
started
of them
doing
have
that.
been
Yeah.
fired.
AK in the building. What's going on?
AK.
Lamar Santos. What's good? What's good, Mr. Let It Resonate? You didn't like my name, huh? The Cough Up a Lung podcast? Huh? Huh? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Huh? Oh, man. Thank you,
The one
everybody,
thing I
for the
like about Brian
705,
Dable is
man. Wow.
one thing I like Brian Dable is that he's a players coach. I mean, those are the type of coaches we need,
Yeah,
man.
Lamar, I'm not expecting too much this year. I just hope to see improvement every game. I hope to see a team
Improvement.
that people have to watch out for, a team that has to be respected. That's what I want to see. Crowd favorite me. He says, "Who do y'all think should call plays? Whoever feels most comfortable calling them. That should who be calling the plays."
If they feel more comfortable about Mike Acker, then that's what they're gonna call. Let them call the plays.
He says, "Can you do a meeting tomorrow night for the new podcast?"
Say what?
He said, "AK says, yo, Lou, can you do a meeting tomorrow night for the new podcast?"
For which one? The Resonate joint?
Oh, AK got a new podcast?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll be sure to check that out.
What the hell?
They'll probably fire more
Is
scouts
it
from
at?
off his wings.
Don Sherrod says, coughing up a lung as I watch this.
Cough up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son. Ain't nothing nice. Oh, man.
On one thing.
Yeah, I can probably do it, but it'll have to be after the True Big Blue podcast. Oh, man. Thank you for the 20-something people that have consistently been in the chat tonight.
18 people watching right now.
Huh?
I said it's 18 people watching right now.
Oh. Well, we're going to have to get that number up, ain't we?
9 likes.
That's it? Only 9 likes? Come on, people. Let's get them likes up, man. Y'all doing me dirty. Why y'all doing me dirty like that, man? Lord have mercy, man. It don't pay to be Puerto Rican in America. I'm telling you.
No, it's 26 likes. No, I had to refresh my shit.
It do not pay to be Puerto Rican in America, boy. I'm telling you. Oh, Hit Squad is back in the building. There you go.
Yo, what's good?
9 likes. You got 27 likes.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Nah, I had an internet outage. My fault.
That's why. Yeah, you got 27 likes now.
I think Brian Dable should call the plays because he was the offensive coordinator for the Bills.
Yeah, he was.
Like I said, whoever's comfortable calling the plays, that's who calling the plays.
I think he'll be calling the plays the first season until he sees till him and
That
Mike Kafka build the chemistry together and get their football
Hmm.
philosophy on one accord, and then I think he'll relinquish the play calling. But
One
more
thing
than
I'll say
likely,
is
he'll
one
be
thing I'll
play
say is
calling.
that Andy Reid was willing to give Mike Kafka that offensive coordinator job. Like if Eric Bieniemy was gonna get a head coaching job, but
Yeah.
didn't get one.
Yeah, I think he calls plays the first year, and then maybe the next year they'll have Kafka start calling plays,
hmm
or they may experiment. I think it was Patty Trainer that I mentioned that earlier, where she thought
Hey
they may
Lou, I'm gonna go
experiment.
smoke real quick. I'll be right back.
Uh, Crazy D says, to be honest, the Giants are not that far off. Remember, we lost a lot of close games the
No,
past
we're
few
not.
seasons. I
We're
think
not.
if we eliminate a few bad players and bring in a few pieces, we're in the playoffs. Hey,
Yeah,
I agree. You get no argument from me on that one, bro.
I
Real
mean,
shit.
I agree. I
are we
agree 100.
still like you mean one of the worst divisions of football? I mean, like if you wanna
It will be a joint effort. Pieces coming from KC and Buffalo.
It's
Whew.
true. Very true, Mark. I agree there.
Do you really think we're gonna get that many free agents from Buffalo and Kansas City?
Uh, I think if I'm being honest with you, I think they may target. I could see them looking at Byron Pringle from the Chiefs. I could see that. But I think that they may look at bringing in players from the Bills and from the Ravens. Um, I think from the Bills, I could see Jerry Hughes. I could see maybe a guard if they cut one. Um, again, I could also see the Ravens as well. Wink may want some players that he has familiarity with and that he know his system and what he wants. Which it's not uncommon. You know, we saw Joe Judge do that with Nate Ebner, who hardly ever saw the field, but he felt comfortable enough to bring him over here. That's usually what happens. But I think we're gonna see polls from Chiefs, Buffalo, and Baltimore. But for me, I think it's gonna be more Buffalo and Baltimore.
Man, I don't know. I don't know, man. I think we bring in a few free agents, but I think he's really gonna try to trade back and get most of his players in the draft because the cap is so messed up and because he believes in drafting and developing players. The play calling aspect from both them teams, not necessarily the players though. System pieces. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Kafka. I know that the way that the Bills run their offense and obviously what the Chiefs do is two different things. But from a play calling aspect, I wouldn't be shocked if maybe in the preseason, they try to see how Kafka calls plays, maybe give us some familiarity doing that, see how that goes, and then maybe I could see like the first 10 weeks up to the first year of Dable calling the plays. Um, maybe a play or a drive or two here, Kafka will have some input, just to give him some familiarity, game speed, everything. But I just see Dable calling plays first year.
Frank Walters is in the building. He says I see at least 5 players starting from this draft class and a few rotational players.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you think if they get an edge rusher or whichever in the first round, an offensive lineman, they're definitely playing. Their second round players are going to play. That's most likely a guard or a linebacker, um, or a corner possibly. Third round, if they get a tight end, we need tight ends, so they're going to see the field. If it's a wide receiver, we need wide receivers. They're going to see the field. So yeah, I can see that
Both of
too.
them teams push the ball down the field. That's true, Don.
Yep.
And
Yep.
and what's the best thing that Daniel Jones does is the deep ball. That's
Yep.
his best weapon is the deep ball. So if they design the right type of offense and we get some half decent freaking linemen, we
Yep.
can make a big improvement this year.
That's very true. And for me, one thing I'm really excited about is how is our red zone offense going to be? Because if you guys remember when Jones was coming out of college, and I believe in his first year too in the NFL, he didn't throw a pick in the end zone at all. He didn't like at all. Like he had no interceptions in the red zone. And then Jason Garrett comes along and things change, and he started to throw interceptions in the red zone. So I think that what Jones really needed was a offensive minded coach, whether that's a head coach or a coordinator. Jason Garrett wasn't getting it done. Joe Judge is an offensive guy. I know he worked with wide receivers, but you can't
Well,
really trust
all
him
of
to.
these players needed was
Yeah.
Tom Coughlin,
Oh yeah,
and
I
we
agree.
pushed him out and forced him to resign, and we've been cursed ever since.
I mean, yeah,
People
that's
can
true.
argue with me about that if they choose to, but I'm telling you, God don't like ugly. You can't
Mhm.
keep shitting on people and expect good results. It's not the
That's
way life works.
that's very true, man. I mean, they've gone downhill even more since we released Coughlin. So I definitely agree with you there. My father used to say when we released him, that's when we were cursed, and I didn't really
Look at that.
believe him until looking at us now.
Look at that. Your father's a wise man.
Yeah, he was not for it. I remember that. That boy was pissed. Was not for it. But yeah, nah. I mean, to answer your coach Neymar, I think that he was actually an underrated hire in terms of radar wise. I know that looking at Giants fans, excuse me, Vikings fans, they were really upset that we were able to get him. He's coached up players like Daniil Hunter, who is he's a better edge rusher in this league, or I guess a DE, if you will. Um, I think that he's really smart, and I think that if there's, I mean,
Agreed, Frank. Go
if
ahead.
if there's someone that could coach up these kids, man, I mean, I'd like to see what he can do. Because he has a history of coaching up, these young players and really building them into something. Let's see what he can do with the Leonard Williams. Let's see what he can do with an Ojolari. Although I'm more excited for Wink in that aspect, but yeah, man. I mean, I like the hiring, man. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I agree, Frank. That's a really good thing to point out. It never made sense how I remember where we would get down to the red zone relatively easy, and then we get to the red zone and we can't score. It never made sense to me, and then we couldn't score touchdowns. So
Our tight ends will have to step it up in the red zone. Both the Kansas City and Buffalo tight ends make plays constantly by the goal line. True indeed.
yeah, that's actually really true. I'm not gonna lie to you. Whoever we bring in, it's going to have to make a difference in the red zone. We need. I think that what DJ is missing is that solidified tight end to be his security blanket. I mean, the best teams have it, in my opinion. Um,
Who are the 5 players we have to cut together to gather a 40 million cap?
I
Um,
I wrote this down not too long ago,
James
but
Bradbury, Nate Solder, Danny Shelton, Will Hernandez. No, let me
yeah,
stop.
it's
Uh,
I would say Rudolph, Bradbury,
Bradbury.
Martinez.
Martinez.
I don't want to, but I feel like they will. I mean, right there, that
Hmm.
frees you up a lot of money. If you want to nitpick, you could say Slayton. That's 2.5 million they could save there with like again, it's a $50,000 cap hit. Um, but there's not really. It's not a whole list of players that you need to cut to really get to that 40 million. Um, but I actually made a sheet. I'm trying to pull it up. Give me one moment.
Lamar, I don't know about you guys. I'm still pissed off at Plax for shooting himself because I really do think we could have been a
Oh
dynasty.
no.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Eli would have finished his career a lot different. Um, man. What's going on, Frankie G? Lou and Pat,
Frankie
like
G,
both
what's
of your
going on?
latest mock drafts. Lou and Pat, like both of your latest mock drafts. Big
Big
fan of them.
fan of it. Thank you, Frank.
Appreciate that, brother. What's going on, Frankie G?
What's going on, man?
He says all of them.
And
He's an
shit.
ass shit.
And shit.
Riggs.
Riggs.
Cause he
Riggs.
said who because I was answering the question of what was the 5 players we have to cut to gather 40 million in cap, and
Oh yeah, Bradbury,
I said
Martinez,
Bradbury. Then I said Nate Solder, Will
Nate.
Hernandez,
But Nate Soda's contract
Darius
already
Slayton,
voided, so he's gone.
But
uh,
yeah, I got you right here. I mean, you if you
Riggs.
cut James Bradbury, you'll save 12 million. Martinez 9 million. Shep 4.5 mil. Rudolph 5 mil. If you cut Booker, that's 2 mil.
Two,
Riley Dixon is 2.8. I
two
mean, right
point
there,
eight.
that's over $3.5 million, and that's without trading Barkley.
Yeah,
They'll
that's
get
without trading Barkley. You
Who's
don't gotta
gonna
trade.
trade?
You don't gotta trade Barkley
or
doing
cut
this.
whichever, just to get that 7 million off the books. You don't even got to do that. So you're getting rid of players that are taking up a lot of cap space.
Joe
Most of
Shane.
them aren't really productive right now, whether that's due to injury or just just not being productive. And you get rid of that money again, you get over $35.5 million, and you still keep who I know not a lot of people may agree with this, but I still think he's a star player.
I mean, hey, like Joe Shane says that he wants to see, like, he wants to see what Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley could do. That's what
Yeah,
he
in the
said
system.
Don
in the
Sherrod
system.
says, should we trade Barkley?
Uh,
I
if
mean,
I'm
hey,
not
like
getting a,
Joe.
oh yeah, you can go, Touch.
Okay, let me say this on the Saquon Barkley situation. Do I
Mhm.
want to trade Saquon Barkley? No.
My turn to smoke. That's what that means. That was my cue.
Do I want to trade Barkley? No. He's not a player that I want to get rid of. He's actually a player that I want to see if we put some pieces in front of him, what he can do. Because if you put pieces in
Cause
front of
Pat
him
about to give y'all the business.
and use him
Get him,
correctly,
Pat.
and use him correctly, I think he's a dynamite player in this league. Yes, he's been hurt, and that's unfortunate. But let's see what the guy can do with a decent scheme and a decent offensive line in front of him. Because what if you have your quarterback and your franchise running back at the same time? Is just that this organization has been so stupid that they've wasted them. Think about it. After Daniel Jones' rookie season, if he had a decent offensive line and Saquon Barkley had a decent offensive line and a scheme that was good, who knows what they could have done?
Yeah.
And if the coaching
So
staff weren't being so conservative,
actually, Adam, next year when we have over $90 million in cap room,
What's
and
up, Adam?
that's before the Leonard Williams contract and then a Dory Jackson contract and a Logan Ryan contract, you could get out those contracts. They actually could pay both of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, like I said, Joe Shane said he wants to see what he could do with Jones and Barkley, and
And
he's
if you
not
do,
bullshitting.
do good drafting and put an offensive line on this team, and with Wink Martindale's system, you don't need all pro defensive players for his system to work. You just need great athletic players that play together and know the scheme. How many
Yeah.
all pros are on the Ravens defense? One, Humphrey.
Yeah.
That's it. How many all pro people are on that defense?
I mean,
Shit. How
Marcus
many
Peters
people
is
do?
good, but I mean, like he ain't no
He's
all
been hurt,
pro.
and
Yeah,
he's not
he's
an
been
all
hurt
pro.
too.
He's just a good DB. He's not an all pro.
No, he's not.
So with Wink Martindale's system, you don't need over $100 million on defense for this defense to be good. You get the right players, the right pieces, and they play together and know the scheme. They're good.
Yeah.
That's why you see a bunch of 4th, 5th round picks and 6th round picks doing good in defenses like the 49ers and the Ravens because it's built off scheme. You just need them to do the one thing that you need them to do well.
Yeah.
Barkley and
And you
Jones
don't
is like
need the
that.
number one rated cornerback on his defenses to be good, or you need a good middle linebacker, a good nose tackle, and some athletic pieces around the board. That's what you need. And we're halfway there, to be honest with you, because I believe we had a DBs to run this system. I believe we
Mhm.
have the safety that he wants, like an Earl Thomas type safety that can go sideline to sideline and McKinney. Dory Jackson is pretty damn good in that system. And even if we lose a Dory Jackson next year, shit, we just grab another one.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing we're
Absolutely.
really missing for his defense is that pressure getting defensive tackle that can split the two, the guard and the center on those third downs, another athletic safety, which I think Julian Love can actually play that role if you give him a chance. I think he can actually play that role and get you some good middle linebackers. We got Ojulari, we got Ellison Smith, we got Roche, we got Leonard Williams. We got pieces. We just needed a scheme and a competent front office and coaching staff, which I think they got this offseason. And so you put an offensive line, you put an offensive line in front of Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones, and let's see what the fuck happens. And we also need health. If a lot of people stop getting hurt, we'll be a lot better too.
Maybe they're just like trying. Maybe Joe Shane and them like really is just like trying to see like what they can get out of those two guys. Try to see if they could be like the two franchise players together.
Yeah,
like we expected them to be.
If you put the right pieces around them, which we have pieces. Let's be honest with you. I think Galladay was unmotivated because he knew he wasn't going to get the ball in this system. The coaching staff were fighting with each other. The front office was incompetent. Merrill was too loyal to stupid people. But now we got Kafka, who was going to be promoted to offensive coordinator if Bieniemy got a job. We got Brian Daboll, who worked with Josh Allen and turned him into a beast. We got Wink Martindale, who's had top defenses for the past 4 to 5 years, except for last year when everybody got hurt. Injuries, that they do matter. Because as soon as everybody got injured, they went down to the 20th ranked defense instead of being ranked 4 or 5.
Yep, that's very true.
So health, a decent offensive line, and get some athletic pieces on this defense in certain parts. Who knows what the hell they can do?
They ain't even gotta be great all around. I mean,
yeah, they don't. Just to be honest with you.
He said Barkley and Jones is like Kyrie, KD, James Harden. They never play together. Yeah, they don't.
Exactly.
They really
look what Daniel Jones was doing when Saquon Barkley was healthy during his rookie year. Shit, he was getting Saquon Barkley the ball, and then he got hurt.
They got chemistry with each other, but they just like don't play with each other a lot much.
Last year, Saquon Barkley got hurt. Third game of the season, out the whole year. This year, Saquon Barkley got hurt. So to be honest with you, I want to see what Daniel Jones could do with a good system and some players around him that don't get hurt and get him an offensive line.
Yep.
Let's see what the kid can do. Because if he can throw a 25 to 28 touchdowns in a season again, I think we win a lot of games.
I think
he get the right pieces for Wink's system.
I know one thing though. Thank God we got our left tackle for 10 years.
We went 4-13, and that man only threw 10 touchdowns. So if he could do 25, that's almost triple the amount of touchdowns he threw this year.
I think
who knows? Who knows how many games we can win? How many games we'll be in it? Who knows? If we can stop somebody from scoring before halftime and the end of the game, who knows? We might win a couple of more games because of that.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I think they really did took away DJ's aggressiveness that he had his rookie year. That coach.
Yeah, because he was reading the field in his rookie year. It's just that it was his rookie year. So yes, he was gonna make some mistakes, but shit, at least he was making plays.
I mean, he's a rookie.
They didn't do shit for him. This system was terrible. I knew the plays before they were ran, so I know the defense knew the plays before they were being ran.
Yep, that's very true.
They be like running the same damn formations 4 or 5 straight times.
Shit. Evan Ingram might be able to ball in a new system. They might use Evan Ingram the way he's supposed to be used. Who knows? I'm for getting rid of him. I'm definitely not giving him 5 to 10 million a year. Hell no. But if he comes back on a prove-it deal, a 1 year, $3 million deal, shit, let's see. Maybe this team gets motivated. Maybe this team has the extra oomph to stay healthy. Maybe this team has the confidence to go on that field and feel like they can score on a drive.
That's a good point.
So, I mean, I'm excited for this year just to see the progress of it. I'm not saying we're going to the playoffs, we're gonna win a playoff game, we're gonna win the NFC East. No, that's you're a little bit crazy if you think that's gonna happen within 1 year. But I do want to see an offensive line that's competent. I do want to see where if Daniel Jones could sit in the pocket sometimes and have a lot of time to find somebody wide open. I do want to see if Saquon Barkley can have a hole to run through to where he can break loose. I do want to see if Kadarius Toney is being used the correct way. I do want to see Kenny Galladay get some 50-50 balls because Daniel Jones has enough time to throw him a 50-50 ball. Shit, I want to see if this coordinator works with Daniel Jones on back shoulder throws.
They need to
Shit, that
change
should
his
be in every
mindset
quarterback's
too.
arsenal.
Like, you mean, stop trying to worry about turnovers too much. Like, bro, like, just at least.
Because to be honest with you, if he didn't get all those damn strip sacks because people were coming off the edge scot free, you wouldn't even be talking about his turnovers like that because he's not an interception guy.
He's not.
Always thrown more touchdowns than interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
It's very true.
So I just would like to see what this guy could do with a competent team, a competent, healthy team. You can't name more than 3 games that guy has played with all his weapons. You can't because there hasn't been. Shepard always got hurt. Tate missed the shit when we signed Tate. He missed the first 4 games because of a suspension.
But we was playing guys like Cody Latimer, Benny Fowler, and all these other guys
Yeah.
in the practice squad.
And that
All
was a
these
year he threw
bums.
24 touchdowns. We had Cody Latimer and
Right.
all those guys. That's the year he threw 24 touchdowns. Okay, the Lions, then you say he fumbles. Now DJ is ass. How many quarterbacks in the league would have won with that team last year? And that offense and that scheme with all the injuries. How many quarterbacks do you think would have did good in that offense? Because let's be real. My boy over there with the Deshaun Watson with the Texans, when he lost everything, he only got 4 wins too. Same amount of wins. The same exact amount of wins. Yes, he threw for 4,000 yards that year. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he had the numbers.
But he still only won 4 games.
4
Why?
games.
Because the team around him was trash. Guess how many games the Texans won this year? 4. Without Deshaun Watson.
Same amount of games that they won without Deshaun.
So you guys are sitting here telling me that you would rather have a quarterback put up stats and lose and have the same record, but you will be okay because the quarterback's putting up stats. How am I bugging? I'm not saying DJ is Watson.
Nobody
bugging.
said he was Watson.
Right. You bugging. You don't want to say DJ is Watson, but how many victories did Deshaun Watson have? He only had 4 wins. Guess how many wins Daniel Jones had? 4 wins. With a worse offensive line and all his weapons hurt. Look how bad this team got when Daniel Jones went out. Daniel Jones is so ass, but this team got extremely worse when he went out. At least when DJ was in the game, you felt that you had a chance to win.
Yeah, at least you had that you had like a legitimate chance to like win games.
When Daniel Jones got hurt, he showed you exactly how bad this team really was when he got hurt.
And thank God they lost all those games. Just to be honest with you, thank God.
Because let's be honest, as trash as this team won, they won in Philadelphia. They did.
I'm actually happy that they lost all these games so that they could really show how valuable DJ really is.
And the Lions, then you still haven't answered my question. How bad did this team get when Daniel Jones got hurt? Nobody's saying Daniel Jones is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying that the dude is competent. And if you put something in front of him, I would like to see what he can do. That's all I'm saying. But how bad did this team get when Daniel Jones got hurt? We went from being a bad team to a team that was quarterback sneaking 2 times.
3rd and 9.
Yeah, 2 times in a row because the quarterbacks that came in after him was so ass that shit. Every time they threw the ball, it was almost a turnover. I know you're not going to answer the question because you know I'm talking some real shit. How bad did this team get when Daniel Jones went out?
When Jason Garrett got fired, man, the offense got even worse.
Who was
Freddie
the quarterback
Kitchens.
when we almost beat the Chiefs?
Yep.
And to be honest with you, Daniel Jones in that Chiefs game actually outplayed Mahomes.
Right. Was it Daniel Jones' fault that Dexter Lawrence went outside against the Washington football team? I mean, yeah, when he went outside against the Washington football team, that wasn't his fault. Who was the quarterback when we beat the Saints? Who was the quarterback when we beat the Raiders?
Mm-hmm.
This team got so bad that we had to run quarter. There was no faith in the quarterback. It was so bad that they ran back-to-back quarterback sneaks. That's how bad it got.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. If he's so ass, how the hell did he throw 24 touchdowns his rookie year when there was a system put around him? If he's so ass, why did the team went from bad to just absolute shit when he went out?
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes was nothing special against us.
Be
He didn't
real
even
with
look that
yourself.
great against us. I mean, but we only held the Chiefs down to like 20 points.
Maybe this team was so ass that they're holding Daniel Jones back. That could be an option as well. Because shit, who was the leading rusher of the team? Shit, all the way to like week 7, he was. What quarterback in the league is going to survive with Nate Solder and Matt Pert just giving up the edge like that? Name one quarterback in the league that's going to survive like that. Patrick Mahomes was under 500 when that offensive line didn't gel. He was under 500. He was tied for the most turnovers in the league when that offensive line wasn't playing well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because the team was shit when he went out. You can't tell me when that man went out for the season ending when his neck got hurt, how bad did it turn for the New York Giants when he went out?
Man, Marcus Mariota like as a backup gonna cost like a bit too much.
All
Like
right,
he's gonna be
Frank.
worth like 8, 9, 10 million.
Have a good night, Frank. Thank you for tuning in, bro.
All right, Frank.
These are the questions. These are the questions you gotta answer for yourself. I mean, Trubisky knows Dabo's system. If we could get him for the cheap, yeah, get him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Daniel Jones is the answer. If you can bring in a backup that has experience, bring him in, challenge his ass.
Yeah, somebody that's not Glennon and Fromm.
But that's what gives me a little hope. Everybody wanted Mike Glennon to come in last year, and look what happened when Mike Glennon came in there.
Man, bro,
With the same offensive line, with the same weapons, we couldn't even move the ball. We had negative yards in the first half of both those games when they started. Negative yards. Daniel Jones didn't have no negative yards when he was in there.
Like, bro, we went from Daniel Jones to going through a whole game with negative 10 passing yards in one game.
In the chat talking about all these other quarterbacks, I'm fine with bringing in a veteran quarterback to challenge him. I think you need to do that. But it's not like this kid has been out there. We've had a good offensive line and all his weapons have been healthy and he's been doing this. He's been in there with the worst offensive line in the league and all his weapons being hurt. This kid has not played 5 full games with all his pieces out there on the field with him. He hasn't played 5 in 3 years. How fair is that? Y'all go out there on that field and play behind an offensive line where you're getting hit every single play. And y'all tell me how would y'all fare on the field when you know that the edge is going to be given up. And when Andrew Thomas went down, the only player that gave him any kind of confidence and any kind of
Boy,
relief got hurt.
why y'all killing DJ like that, man? Now,
Y'all tell me
yeah,
what quarterback out there will go out there and shine in that situation. All your weapons are hurt, no offensive line, and a bad scheme. Name one quarterback out there that will shine.
None of them.
Not even your favorite, not even your GOAT, Tom Brady. Not even Tom Brady will survive in a situation like that.
He won't even have a pocket. I mean, bro, he got like one of the best centers in the league with him.
What's going on, Boston
that's
Sports
why he can
Report? Thank you for tuning in, bro. If you haven't subscribed to Lou yet, hit that like and subscribe button. I think you have already, though, Boston.
Yeah. We subscribed to him too that same night.
Mm-hmm. Crazy
He
D says how many 3 and out? Go ahead, Lou.
Go ahead.
He says how many 3 and outs we had because the play calling was screen pass, run, screen pass. Most of the third down passes failed because the receivers are always caught the pass behind the stick.
Exact play.
Yeah.
Or popping it up so somebody can intercept.
Pick it up. Name how many quarterbacks in the league can do good behind the worst offensive line in the game. I don't care what y'all say about the Bengals line. The Giants had the worst offensive line in the game. Every last one of your weapons have been hurt for at least 5 to 6 games. Every last one of them. Galladay got hurt. Tony got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Ingram started the season hurt. Shepard got hurt. Ross got hurt. He's out there throwing the CJ Johnson and Dante Pettis.
Colin Johnson, Dante Pettis.
Yeah, Colin Johnson, Dante Pettis, and freaking the kick returner from the Farrell Cooper. He's out there throwing the Farrell Cooper.
I know everybody want Malik Willis, but he just like Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson. He got to sit on the bench, learn the system, and then play next year. You throw him into the Wolves, he go get exposed.
Yes, he will.
Yeah, he will get
and I'll be honest with you, Mike Vick was dynamite when he came out. They didn't put no pieces around him. All he had was
killing
Algie
him
Crumpler.
in Atlanta.
Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm. All he had was Algie Crumpler.
We need to start fresh, new QB, new everything. I love DJ, but a neck injury, I don't know about that.
His neck is just fine.
He's
dude
fine,
has been lifting weights, throwing, and everything.
That's the one smart thing Joe Judge did was pull that kid out and save his neck. Literally.
No, yeah, that's one good thing he did.
The kid is fine.
Yeah, but he's fine, man. Like, I'm so sick and tired.
He even put the emoji up. He said, "I don't know."
He said, "I don't know."
Oh shit. Man, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys for being here. You could have been anywhere in the world, including getting you some. But y'all here rocking with us, Big Blue Crew. Greatly appreciate it. It says Lamar Adams. We had a backup quarterback on the New York Giants practice squad. He should have got a fair shot. He could have been better than Jake Fromm and Mike Glennon. Who was the backup quarterback we had on there? Lewerke?
Okay.
Lewerke. Right.
No, I'm asking him who he's thinking about because it was Lewerke.
Yeah, it was Lewerke or Clayton Thorson.
Clayton Thorson was trash in that Jets game.
Tyler Linderbaum, center from Iowa, is the truth. Yeah, I've been screaming that shit for a minute, Lamar.
Oh, Hunts Point. Oh, shit.
Hey, it's a whole lot of yeeks out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeeks and lingerie. Mm-hmm. Well, not right now. It's cold as shit, and y'all got another snowstorm coming.
Yeah, people down there be smoking.
I remember good old Hunts Point.
Yeah.
They used to walk around out there with their yeeks out
Mm-hmm.
in stripper outfits, selling poom poom.
Now they be smoking hookahs down there and stuff. All kinds of stuff, man.
You go home clean and you leave home clean and come back filthy
Mm-hmm.
with critters and stuff that you didn't leave the house with. No, thank you.
Number
Oh
two, the
man,
number five train over there in Huntsville.
look, boy, you tripping, Tosh. Oh shit, were you filling in for Joe?
Right.
Yeah, I had to come in the pan. I'm like, damn, like it's only y'all three. I'm like, hey, I might as well.
Yeah, Hit Squad's internet keeps kicking him out. I don't know what's going
Mm-hmm.
on, but man, yeah. In case any of you guys in the chat missed the question that I posed earlier, was if any of the four New York Giants Super Bowl winning teams met each other in the Super Bowl, which one of them teams would win against which one of the other New York Giants Super Bowl winning teams and why? You guys let me know in the comment section who you think out of the four Giants Super Bowl winning teams would beat the other team in the Super Bowl. That was a question I got in the comment. They wanted me to bring it up in the live stream, so I did so. Neymar says we need Evan Neal.
Man, we need everybody. The hell.
Evan Neal needs to work on his footwork a little more. I'd rather take
Yep.
Equano
Evan Neal, shit, he just
or
needs to work
Kenyon
on his
Green.
mean streak a little bit.
Or Charles Cross.
He says LT days. Yeah, but there was two Super Bowls with LT. There was the 86, was the 87 Giants and the 1990 Giants. And then the 07 and the 11 Giants, which were the Eli Manning Giants. So if you say LT days, which one of those four teams are you talk? Which one of those two teams are you talking about? The 87 Super Bowl or the 91 Super Bowl?
He said 90.
Okay, the
Y'all
90
gonna learn
season.
about this Trevor Penning dude, man. I'm telling you. Y'all gonna let the media keep hyping people up. Y'all just gonna run with it every time. Trevor Penning has a lot of work to do.
No, let them hype
He's
him up
gonna
and let them take him so we can take Equano. Let them
Y'all
hype
gonna
him up.
learn about listening to the media, man. They just pick players and they hype
listen
them
to the
up.
media and they mock drafts and stuff like
It happens every year, man.
every
They gonna
year.
wind up
Me
hyping
and
this
Pat,
dude to something.
me and Pat's mock drafts are way more accurate than what these guys are putting out there. Mel Kiper and all them dudes. I
They
promise
had
you.
us taking Drake London in one of those drafts, man. That shit is
Drake
crazy.
London.
And this was by Daniel Jeremiah. He's third in command when it comes to these draft shit. Behind Mel Kiper and what's the other guy?
Mel Kiper,
Mel Kiper.
Mel
Kiper.
Kiper and I can't think of the other guy's name. But I'm glad he shook back because he was doing damn shows drunk and everything because he was going through it. But he shook back.
Now
Damn, I
we
can't
do
think of
need a
his
receiver,
name.
but I ain't gonna take him like that high.
Man, Drake London is cheeks, man. I don't like that dude.
Yeah, nah.
We already got a Drake London on this team, and his name is Galladay, and he's more talented than Drake London.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I need Galladay to show up, man. Or his ass can go somewhere else.
Yo, Lamar, you late, man. We've been talking about Smoke Monday for a long time.
Hell yeah.
Oh
We
yeah.
And
done
those
drafted him
Michigan
in like
linemen,
5 mock drafts.
yeah, and those Michigan linemen, I'm not trusting none of them. You could keep Andrew Stuber. I don't care if he's 6'7", 330. He doesn't play 6'7", 330.
This motherfucker play like a little dude.
Getting bullied in these streets.
Marcus Hayes, office guard of Oklahoma. Smoke Monday. Andrew Stuber.
Yeah, but I've been talking about Smoke Monday for a long time.
Yeah, he sure has. I give him that. But I do think we should trade up, get more picks 2023. You mean trade back? Yeah.
Trade back, not trade up.
I just did that in my last draft. That's how I was able to get all them edge rushers on top of 2 linemen that I wanted. I would take the '07 Giants versus the '90 New York Giants, says Lamar Adams.
Yeah.
I
Oh
say the oh
seven.
07
I said
Giants.
that earlier
Yeah,
too. Oh seven. I think will beat the 90 Giants for
Crazy
sure.
right.
D says, I'd say the Giants' first Super Bowl with Lawrence Taylor because the NFL didn't have all those baby rules we have today, especially not able to hit the QB after the pass. Oh, he says, sorry, I meant second Super Bowl. Okay.
No, I think that 86 team was way better than that 90 team. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Bro, we had Jeff Hostetler. Like we're not doing that.
Taylor was hurt already, too, by that time. He had
Yeah,
slowed down a
Lawrence
lot.
Taylor was like starting to decline a bit.
Yeah, because he left in 93. He came in at 81 and retired in 93.
That 86 team is probably the best team. The only challenge they will have is the oh 07 team.
Man, I'm telling you. So, did you see that, what's it called? The new era? Giants' new era?
No, I haven't seen it. I'm gonna watch it before I go to
Oh, the
sleep.
Giants' life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
Giants'
haven't
life, the
seen it.
new era.
yeah. You gotta watch that, Pat. Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah, I'm gonna
first
check it out
episode.
before I go to sleep
The
tonight.
more he talks, I'm liking his philosophy more and
Me
more
too.
as a GM. Like he's more new age. He's in touch with everything that's going on. He's not stuck in the 50s. Um,
Like you seen Dave Gellman with these doggone Wii remotes.
huh?
You seen Dave Gellman be using these like these Nintendo Wii remotes that
Oh,
he be using film on? Oh my god. Like come on, man.
Hey, that's dope if you did security at the Senior Bowl, Lamar.
He did. Nah, but you gotta watch the whole shit though, Pat.
shit. Hey, there was a lot of impressive people there. You should have been impressed. Um,
And the way how Brian dabbled, man, like
man, you guys in the chat,
man, I'm
go
telling you.
check out my mock draft. I dropped it yesterday, I believe it was. Go check that out and see the type of adjustments and maneuvers that I did as the GM. Think I did a pretty good job. But you guys let me know. Yeah, either tear my head off or give me that. But
Broken
I
Sim, what's
remember
going on?
every Giants fan watched Isaiah Simmons, the linebacker from the Cardinals. He was the one hit wonder at Clemson. Percosin, what's going on, brother?
Oh
Thank you
yeah.
for being here.
Yeah, I remember when Giants fans like loved Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah. Where is he now?
He's with the Cardinals. He's doing half decent, but he's not what they said he was gonna be.
What happened to
Yeah,
Ben Cleveland?
probably.
Who?
Oh,
Ben
Ben
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Where'd Ben Cleveland go?
To the
I
Chiefs?
think no, I think he went to the Ravens. I think.
Ben Cleveland? I think he went to the. Was he the Chiefs or the Ravens? But he's doing good.
Oh, Crazy D says I saw it and it was on point. Thank you very much. Thank you. Neymar says he saw it as well. All right. Thank you guys. Man, it's real quiet without Joe.
Now, I'm gonna be honest
Yeah,
with you, man. I just been a
Joe.
little tired.
What in the fuck? Yo, come on, man.
These damn little trolls, man. Yeah, that trade with Denver was dope. I gotta give it to him on that one. That trade with Denver was off the chain. I did a trade with Denver too.
Mm-hmm.
That shit crazy, man. Disgusting ass demonic people.
Mm-hmm.
What trade was that? Was that the one where I moved back to 14?
Nah, you couldn't have done it with Denver if you moved back and forth. I know I did a trade with Denver. They traded up to number 5 to get Kenny Pickett before the Panthers. I think you traded back with was it Pittsburgh and who was at 14? I think it was the Vikings. I think you traded with the Vikings and Pittsburgh, I think.
Oh my goodness. Boy, they whooped my ass and whooped the day, son. That's why I need to take that position. Stop bullshit.
Same hours or different hours?
No, same hours.
Oh shit. You got no choice. Pay more to do less work? Shit.
Yeah, but there's always a catch.
Yeah, there's
They
always
don't
a
tell
catch.
you. You know what I'm saying? So that's I'm just trying to figure out what the catch is before I commit to anything. But
That is true. I
Hey
knew what the
Pat, that
catch was. Go
hey Pat,
ahead, Tony.
that edge rusher you took out of San Diego State, you called him a baby Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, plays just like the
Mm-hmm.
guy. He's just not as talented as Aiden Hutchinson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, crazy D. We got the number 9 pick from Denver, and they took Kenny Pickett. We gave them number 5.
oh, then we did the same trade because that's where I went. I went to number 9.
I thought you went to like
Niggas, that's where the
14.
Broncos are
Yeah,
at.
with the 7 pick, I went to 14. With the 5, I went to 9. I traded both back, remember?
Okay.
Because you was like,
Yeah, I
oh, 2
traded with
trade
Denver
backs.
too.
Look at that.
I think that's the most viable option if Denver really wants Kenny Pickett and the Panthers are interested. I think that's the best team to trade with. Yeah, I think you could get a first this year and a first next year with
And
Denver.
I've been screaming that shit for a minute. I was like, I would be
Mm-hmm.
fine with trading back the number 5 pick to number 9. I've been screaming that shit for a hot minute.
Yeah, yeah. Then with that 7 pick, we could take the best player available.
Yeah, or you can trade back to like 12 and still have good options.
Mm-hmm.
You still picking at 9 and 12, but now you've doubled up your second round picks and got a pick for first round next year. So now
And if
you
you
can
miss
get
out
4
on
second
Lloyd, you
round
can get
picks.
Nakobe Dean if you still want to take a linebacker.
You see what I'm saying? So you can get 3 second round picks and a first round pick for next year. You get 3 second round picks this year, and you just move back a few spots with your 2 first round picks. Killing them. Because then that means you getting 5 players in the top 50
Mm-hmm.
in one draft.
Yep.
Killing them. Killing them. Ain't nobody doing that, son. You're coming out with 5 starters in the first 2 rounds.
And he's still seeing his cool general manager. I do trust. I feel like he would do a good job. Hey, I'm with you, Neymar.
I hope so. I feel like he is, but I felt the same way with Joe Judge. We all saw how that shit turned out.
Right. Yeah.
Nah, man, Joe Judge,
But
man.
I think this is a way better team. I mean, from the top down.
It's just that
Re-signed
that team
John
didn't
Ross.
feel. They didn't look well coached, man, under Joe
Well, he's on a
Judge.
1-year prover deal. Didn't he get hurt? He didn't even play the whole season, did he?
All right. Stay getting hurt.
I like him, but shit. We got too
Yeah,
many
that nigga
people that
stay
can't stay
here.
on the field.
John Ross.
So we need to cut the ones that can't stay on the field that are the least
Yep.
productive.
I think he almost got hurt in that 40-yard dash time.
I'm saving my hype until I see good results. I was hyped when we got Joe Judge. I've learned my lesson. I
Right.
just basically said the same thing, bro, Coulson.
Learn my damn lesson.
Shit is
Yeah, but
real.
Joe just fooled us, man. He got us.
Lamar Adams says, I respect the grind and the hustle. Yeah, you got to. Because if you don't, shit, the world ain't going to respect you whether you respect the grind and the hustle or
Right.
not. The world going to keep on trucking without you,
Right.
me, or anybody else. Shit, you got to
The
respect the
world don't
grind
give a
and the hustle.
damn.
'Cause if
You
you
want to
not
know one
grinding and
person don't give
hustling,
a shit
your ass
about you? It's
getting
the
left
world.
behind, boy. And that's for
Right.
anybody. The world ain't got no pity, no sorrow, no sympathy. They'll step on
None.
your ass.
If you want to know one person that don't give a damn about you, it's the world.
Facts.
Cuz don't give a shit.
That's the realest motherfucker in the world, cuz.
That nigga ain't shit. He don't give a damn about you. Fuck
And you
about your
call
situation. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on in your life. Shit, fuck you. Shit, give me mine.
what's that shit? I think it was that Rocky movie where he was arguing with his son.
Yeah.
Where he was like, the world will beat you to your knees
Yeah.
and keep you there if you let
Right. Right.
it. Shit, I was like, boy, tell him, Rocky.
That
Like,
was some of the
tell that
realest
little
shit Rocky
motherfucker.
ever said.
Hell yeah. Cause you know he used to stutter and say dumb shit in the
Mhm.
first 2 or 3. He said that shit. I was like, boy, you finally learned something. Somebody punched some sense into your ass.
He says, not how many times you get knocked down, it's by how many times you get back up.
And keep moving forward. Yeah. He said, I don't care how strong you are, how tough you are, or how hard you hit. Nothing hits harder than life. And the world will beat you to your knees
Right.
and keep you there if you let it.
Real shit. Life got some big ass Timbs on. Cuz don't give a shit. We'll stomp you out.
That's why I say there's a story, right? There was a bird that procrastinated. He waited too long to fly south for the winter. And when he finally made his departure to go flying south, he froze and he fell out the sky. And along came a cow and shit on him. And though he was covered in shit, the shit was warm. It thawed him off. He got happy and started chirping, about to resume his flight. Along came a cat, wiped the shit off of him, and then ate him. So the moral of the story is, not everybody who
Hey, Max
shits on you
Winfrey.
is your enemy, and not everybody who pulls you out of some shit is your friend.
Exactly.
So if you're
What up,
warm
Max?
and you happy, wherever you are, just keep your big fat mouth shut.
Right.
Talking heads saying they think we pick up Daniel Jones, the 5th-year option on DJ. Thoughts?
It just depends on how much faith you have in DJ going forward. If you think he can be a good quarterback, because if you do
Yeah.
think that he could be a good quarterback and he turns out to be good this year, if you had that 5th-year option, you only give him 21 million. But if you don't give him his 5th-year option, he turns out to be good. That 21 million is going to probably turn out to be 35 to 40 million a year because
As
now
a
he doesn't have a
franchise
contract
tag.
after this year. Yeah, you're going to have to franchise tag him.
See, that's
So
what I'm saying. Like,
basically,
that
you're going to save
franchise
around
tag
$19 million the next year if he's good. If you give him his 5th-year option. Now, if he sucks ass, then you're gonna be paying him 21 million to be a backup. So, I mean, that's a hard take, and those are some of the major decisions this regime is gonna have to take. I don't know what the hell he's doing over there, but pause.
I've broken every one of my knuckles in my hands. So every time I
doing
make
his
a
hand
fist,
gestures.
you hear that pop. Every time. When it gets cold, them shits lock up. I'll be having getting old ain't fun, son. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you what, getting old makes you sleepy. Man, I'm tired in the bitch.
Denver Broncos, Pittsburgh Steelers, New Orleans Saints. They might trade up.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
For a
definitely can.
quarterback.
yeah,
For a quarterback. Yeah.
yeah. And there was another one. There was another one rumored to be looking for a quarterback. I think it was the Texans.
The Texans are number 3.
Not the
Yeah,
Texans. The
number
Colts.
3.
The Colts are getting rid of Carson Wentz. It was the
Yeah,
Oh
Colts.
yeah.
I can see them trading up and taking a quarterback. Honestly, I think they just get another veteran, to be honest with you,
He
because they're
played
ready to
9
win
games
now.
and missed the rest of the season. Who's he talking about? Played 9 games.
See, I mean, the Colts got like the
Who
pieces
who's
to
who's
win
Lamar
now.
Adams talking about? Only played 9 games.
I think he's talking about, well, no, Daniel Jones played more than 9 games. I don't know who he's talking about.
No, no, I think he said he played like 9 games, then missed like the rest of it. No, didn't he?
Guys, we got
No,
to
I
give
think he
Brian
played like
Dable
10,
time.
10 or 11 games.
We can't
Yeah,
say
then
we
missed the
want
rest of the
fire.
season.
Beginning of the NY Giants. What? Guys, we got to give Brian Dable time. We can't say we want to fire.
We know that.
In the beginning of the next season, if they bomb this season. But you're going to have fans saying that.
It's
Shit.
Giants
Most
fans,
definitely.
man.
Every
Like,
year fans say it, even when we win and shit.
And shout out to Max Webster. I hope you're doing okay, bro. Hope you like
I
your
yeah,
new
ain't
house
seen
and
you in the
everything.
chat in forever. How you doing, bro?
yeah, I haven't seen you in like
I
wow.
just thought about that, Max.
Talking heads saying think we pick up 5th-year option. I mean, shit, if you don't, you got to give him a deal or let him walk.
Yep.
So, I mean,
Depending
I'd
on
rather
what he's
give him the
asking, though.
fifth year option, put a line in front of him, see what he do, and then, tell him, listen, if you want to stick around, you got to play. Not even for me. You got to put film on tape for the other 31 teams if we can't keep you. So, if you want a career in the NFL, you got the ball this year.
Yeah,
And I'm
even
sure
even
his
DJ
agents are
knows that.
telling him that anyway.
Even he knows that himself.
Just working a lot at work right now till 7 a.m. Yeah, I feel you. Watch Green Bay trade Armani Rock. Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers
Rodgers.
to Denver, making them stupidly think they're getting Aaron Rodgers. Oh, okay.
Oh,
NYG22 says Giant win 9 or 8 games next season. Hot take.
hot
Yeah, that
take.
is a hot take because the way you killing Daniel Jones, that means Daniel Jones is the quarterback of that 9 or 8 win team. And the way you talk about Daniel Jones, ain't no way in
Yeah,
hell that's gonna happen.
you talk about DJ, boy.
God damn, boy, Lamar trying to get lit.
Lit.
Oh shit, Hennessy, damn.
Sloppy.
He said 1738. He gets so drunk. He said, "Hey, what's up? Hello." Looking at the mirror, trying to start a convo.
Right.
Wow.
Everything is moving real slow.
Drink this Hennessy, and now I think I'm about to blow. Oh
Man, this
shit!
bitch is ugly, nigga. I gotta go.
Colts might draft a quarterback. Yeah, I
Yeah, they
just said
might.
that, Neymar.
He said, "What about Ryan Fitzmagic as a backup
Fitz
quarterback?"
tragic.
Oh Lord.
Fitz
Man,
tragic is a
Fitzpatrick should be
tragedy.
retiring. That man come off major hip surgery. That
Yeah,
man
he
need to
should be
retire
retiring like now.
and go down.
Lamar Adams said Fitzpatrick. Lamar Santos said no, 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 no.
Right? No, 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 no.
We also have to trust in the rebuild. It takes time. This is
Yep.
true. This is true. But I won't be mad at 8-9 wins next year. Not at all.
I'd rather have Trubisky as a backup.
NYG says good point, Pat. Still got hopes for upgrade at QB. Yeah, that was a good point. Shit, the way you destroyed Daniel Jones, you gonna say we're gonna win 9 games? How the fuck is that gonna happen? That dude is terrible.
He be killing DJ too.
Where do you get that take from? Well, Lou, man,
Don't do it.
before I pass
Don't
out on
do it. We
stream,
got 10 minutes.
10 minutes. What do you mean 10 minutes?
Yeah, we
Well,
got
you
10
getting off at
minutes.
11:30?
Yeah.
12:30.
Yeah.
I could survive 10 minutes.
He about to tap out on me, boy.
Man, what?
YouTube will make you tap out. Tap out.
Tap out. Tap out.
Look,
3 hours on
Tone got
stream.
my
Make you
back.
tap
Tone
out.
said you can't never let go. You got to keep moving forward.
Shit, man, I done put more hours on YouTube than a regular 9 to 5, boy.
Burkosen, Trubisky.
Yeah, I'm with my Trubisky as a backup. I'll be honest with you, but not if he's coming at 10 million.
Yeah, like fuck. Like we not gonna sign no backup quarterback. For 10 million.
That's why I think
We're
they got
not.
Davis Webb. To be honest with you,
Right. We are not signing no backup quarterback for 10 million. We're not doing that.
that's some real shit. NYG he says I do kill him, but I hope the guy succeeds and proves me wrong. Or at least, hey, if he does prove you wrong, at least I know that I think you had the character to come on and be like, yeah, that guy proved me wrong. And that's a good thing to always have.
Shit, you don't even got to do that. The fact that you're cheering for him, even though you don't like him, shows that you don't wish him ill.
Yeah,
You want him to succeed. You just don't have the confidence in him. That's a big difference between hating on the guy and not being confident in
I
his
mean,
ability. So
at least for that guy NYG though, hey, like he do be putting up some good points though about DJ.
yeah, nah,
yeah.
he
You
be
be having some
bringing up
excellent
good points
takes.
about football.
Yeah,
Period.
he
Shit,
be yeah.
I gotta be on my shit with NYG.
He got some good takes.
You meant John Ross.
John
What
Ross.
about John Ross as a backup quarterback?
Shit.
Yeah, all right.
He says Colts' first round pick is going to Philly. That is right, Eric Torres, but they might try to draft one in the second round.
Eric Torres, thank you for stopping by, man. It's my first time seeing you in the chat. Please hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button for me, man. Help me out. We greatly appreciate it. First round pick is going to Philly.
Yeah. So they
for
don't
the
even have a
Carson Wentz
first round
trade.
pick. Yep. They don't even have a first round pick.
What a bunch
I
of
forgot about
dummies,
that.
man.
Yeah,
Colts.
Yeah, so you ain't trading your first round pick and wait until next year to get it. Because they don't have one. So
fuck them. They'll mess around and be going with Brock Purdy next year.
Who drafted Clayton Thorson earlier today?
One of the teams earlier. Shit.
And Kyle Letter was drafted too.
Thank you, NYG.
Hey, I greatly appreciate that, man. For real.
We damn sure try to give y'all real takes and real things to back up what we say. That's why Giants Interactions, we bring up film. Lou says some things and everybody calls him crazy and it winds up being true. It's because we have foresight and we're really in tune of what we're talking about. This is not just something on here just because we're Giants fans. No, we actually want to give you guys great insight about the New York Giants. That's why the Big Blue Crew was created. And we love to hear you guys' opinions. You're part of the show. You guys' opinions, it keeps us rolling, man. I love answering you guys' questions. Don't ever stop coming into the comment section, voicing your opinions, whether they're outlandish or not. We're just going to give you an honest opinion and an honest assessment on it. If it turns out that we're right, we're not going to rub it in your face. If it turns out to be wrong, and we're not going to be, what do you call that, sore losers about it. I can eat crow and say that I was wrong.
Oh yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Shit, I've been married for quite some time now. I know how to say I'm wrong.
Right. So it is what it is. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's gonna have the right takes all the time. But it's just about being cool in the chat and being men about it, and let's have a debate about something.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
can agree to disagree and still be civil.
Right.
I wish our politicians would learn that in this country. Shit would be a lot
Combine
easier, but
650. Yeah.
Hey, Brokerson, we will be doing Combine live.
hmm
We will be talking about athletes live here on G Nation's channel. Uh, on my channel, Big Pat Sports Talking on Classified 3F with Joe's channel. We will alternate uh Combine days. He says, "Ain't no pussy ass Stephen A. BS
Media
media
magic.
magic.
Keep
Keep
it
it
100.
100." Yeah. I
Right.
mean,
Facts. Thank you.
that's one of the main reasons why I created this, to give an outlet for people who want real content, not for people who just want to watch, that have to watch ESPN when they give bullshit takes and
What are you
everything
talking
like
about?
that.
Bullshit takes all the time and talk about the same topics like
Yeah,
over and over and over again.
we wanted to give you guys an outlet for New York Giants content without it always being the BS the media feeds you.
Like we need to like start
I just
getting
wanted to come on here and talk my shit
Right.
about this team because most of the people that I've watched and seen and heard don't be talking about real shit pertaining to this team. They just be saying whatever they read in articles and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
I can make a video about an article I read.
Right.
But
And if I do make
I'm
it,
not trying to give y'all that. I'm trying to give y'all what is really going on in the building and what's real possible, plausible possibilities of what's going to happen with these trades and these maneuvers and these signings. And most of the time, I'm right. Y'all can go back and check.
yeah, even if I do read an article, I'm gonna give you my perspective of the article. And he says, and picture this offensive line. He said offensive line word correct. Andrew
offensive
Thomas
line.
said, Andrew Thomas at left tackle. I came to the corner with right tackle, Tyler Linderbaum at center, Marquise Hayes at right guard, Shane Lemieux at left guard. Well, I tell you what, Shane Lemieux, man, you might want to fall back on Shane Lemieux, man. That's a torn patella tendon, man. That's a very
Nah.
big man
Yeah,
on a
nah.
torn patella tendon. I don't.
Shane Lemieux done.
In
Telling you
my
now,
eyes, he is.
he done.
Linderbaum at
That shit
center,
ended Victor Cruz's career,
right?
and Victor Cruz is not a heavy man carrying all that weight. That's a lot of strain on that patella
Right.
tendon to hold Shane Lemieux up, let alone
Burning a lot of muscle
push
through
his whole body into another body at high velocity. Won't hold up.
And then Marquise Hayes at right guard, from Oklahoma. I think that could be a good value pick. I can see them picking Marquise Hayes in like the third, fourth round for sure.
Joe took a sick day.
Yep. Thanks, NYG.
Hey, appreciate that, fam. Real shit, man. We try.
it. Nah, Shane Lemieux done
I hate
for.
the off
He
season.
done.
It's so quiet, guys. Well,
Well, the
you want
off
me to make
season
some
ain't got
noise?
started yet.
Stop making some noise in this bitch. No, let me
Smack a motherfucker in this motherfucker. God dog.
And you, Thomas at left tackle, Shane Lemieux left guard, Tyler Linderbaum at center, Equano at right tackle, Marcus Hayes at right guard. Damn, we got nothing but rookies except for Andrew
Basically.
Thomas and Lemieux. And Lemieux is Le Pew. He's a
The
stinky.
Pew.
He's a stinky.
He says, "Do you
Hey,
think we
Eric
go?"
Torres is back. Hit that subscribe button, ET. Do you think we go double O lineman in the draft? Maybe not both first,
I
but
don't think they go double
maybe
O
first
line.
and second round.
I mean, that could
Could be.
possibly happen
Could be.
if they feel that these offensive linemen at the top of the draft are worth those high picks. I think they may do it, but
Mm,
it just
He,
depends on if they believe these linemen are worth those high picks, because he's
he
gonna go off value.
He's not sick, D.
Yeah,
He's
he
he's
is gonna go off of
taking
position
care of his
regardless.
wife. She just had a surgery, so he's just looking out
Mm-hmm.
for his family. He's all right. Hopefully she's okay, and he'll be back with us tomorrow on the True Big Blue podcast. But I will let him know that you guys asked for him because you weren't the only one. So, and he appreciates it. Oh man, my damn knee
I'm about to
hurt.
go.
Yeah, I'm about to end up shutting it down.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Okay, cool. All right, fellas. Thank you guys for rocking out with us, man. Make sure you go check out Big Pat's Mock Draft 5.0.
Had
Super Taj.
1,000 views.
Super Taj also dropped a video about a video game. I think you were playing, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was playing
I
Smash,
watched
bro.
that too. Smash Brothers.
Yeah, there it is. So make sure y'all go check out Super Taj's latest video and Big Pat's Mock Draft 5.0. If you want to go check out my Mock Draft 3.0 or 2.0 that I just put out yesterday, feel free to do so. Thank you guys for hitting that subscribe button, that like button, and for commenting and rocking with us for almost 3 hours. Greatly appreciate it. And tune in tomorrow for the True Big Blue podcast. I think it'll be on your channel, right, Pat?
Damn, is it? Lord have mercy.
I don't know. I'm asking. I don't remember.
Nah, it might have to be on your channel because I know I'm doing that USFL draft thing tomorrow too. Oh,
Okay.
we'll figure it out.
All right. NYG22, appreciate it, man. Peace out. Crazy D, peace out. Lamar Santos, peace out. Bro Croson, peace out. Thank you guys, man. Have a good night. And until
Peace.
next time, guys, y'all know what it is.